All right, I think we are live. Let me log into YouTube. How is everyone doing tonight? 10 sheets. All sales are final. No refunds over here. Yeah, iRaptor. Today we're going to be watching the Mr. Yo Sebastian best of 7. If you're in the chat, come say hello. If you're watching this after the fact, feel free to fast forward to wherever you'd like to watch it. And let's take a look again. We are watching Warlords tonight. Do it live. Nice to see you live. Tournament hosted by Memb. Every player starts with 9 villagers in the Dark Age. And it is a best of 7. First game, as seems to be the case in a few matchups. We're starting on Spiral, which gets its name from its spiral shape. Very profound thoughts already in the very beginning. One of the cool things about this map, amongst the many cool things, is this little pen that the developers have created to corral a sheep and a cow. And as you can see, the sheep and the cow start neutral, as does a very weak palisade. So you have to bust into here if you want those animals. We've got Mr. Yo in red, playing as the Malians. We saw actually yesterday the Malians. And in blue, we've got Sebastian playing as the Huns. Etienne, I hope not. Yeah, do it live. Was that what's his face? Oh, what's that Fox News guy's name? Bill O'Reilly. We'll do it live. Why did he get so angry? In any event, always a question on this map. Which direction will the players go? Oh no! Mr. Yo loses control of his sheep, his cow, and they get sent back to whence they came. Daniel, nice to see you. And now Daniel Sebastian, not happy just to take the innocent neutral animals. He's now taking even more of them. And let's see how far he gets. Mr. Yo has, it looks like, discovered where his opponent is. Shouldn't be too hard to find out on this map. Everybody seems to spawn in pretty much a mirror situation. So the 8 o'clock position spawns the 2. We saw the other day the 9 o'clock spawning. Actually, no. There was one game we saw. Where was it? Never mind. It was the 11 and the 5. Yesterday it was the 9 and the 3. So it seems to be a kind of a mirror spawn. Already a villager moving forward from Miss Yo. She's got a fishnet in her hand. Let's see what she decides to do with that fishnet. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully we're in for a fun series. I'm always trying to avoid spoilers and watching these things during the day, just so we can all have fun watching them together in the evening. At least evening for me. I know it's very early morning for some of you. We're going for some Black Rage Forest Dock shenanigans, but look at that. Sebastian sees it immediately, and his scout comes in. Probably would have gone after the villager if Mr. Yo wasn't so hot on his tail with another scout. Mr. Yo did not wall in his villager, so a little bit exposed. He's taken his lake. Not too sure where he found this sheep, whether it's the one from the south pen or the north pen, but in any event, he is 30 seconds away from feudal. Sebastian, with the exact same villager count, is going to hit it a few seconds ahead of him. So we'll see who pops out any kind of military vessel first. Yeah, fire galley for you. Big surprise. And Mr. Yo, 3, 2, 1. Fire galley for you. Oh, man. You love Mr. Yo's tenacity. Excited to see how this plays out. Also, what did I have for dinner? I made myself a turkey sandwich on some rye bread that my wife got for me at a local deli here in Toronto. So not quite as unhealthy as I would have liked it to be, but a good dinner nonetheless. I had one of those mini cans of Pepsi, of course, because I can't ever be too healthy. John, nice to see you. Okay. No kills yet. No real attacks. First kill probably will be on the water here. Oh no. Spearman line units do come with an attack bonus against ships. Ship +9. And so Sebastian with the first kill of the game draws first blood. Or maybe first wood. As he kills the Malian fire galley. But uh-oh, wait a second. There's a demo raft. Is he going to hide it in here or is he going to pop it out? He's popping it out. He's going after the fishing ships. Oh, good maneuvering out of Sebastian. Saves one of them with 2 HP. Oh, you better repair this guy. Repair him immediately. Yeah, John, I'm trying to cover more tournament games. And as more tournament games are played after this, I think MEMS tournament lasts from June 2nd to 9th. And then after that, there's the Rage Forest 5 tournament, which I am pretty excited to cast and watch as well. Villagers take out their anger at a spearman as Mr. Yo doesn't even up the kill count, but now he's ahead in the kill count. Not too sure where Sebastian's maneuvering his scouts. Let's see what the players have built in their bases, their settlements. So you start with a few little tiny patches of resources around you, and then you have to go out into the lush map and try to get more that way. Has there been a cast of Empires tournament? No, not yet. That is I wouldn't say in the works, but it's in the very, very early embryonic stage. Mr. Yo walling himself in, maybe walling Sebastian out. And what has he got in his base? He's got an archery range. He's got 2 archers. Our Hun, archery range stable. So I wonder if we're gonna get to see cav archers out of him. He really wants to kill this one villager who's in here, and I'm not too sure he really needs to be attacking this palisade. He's got skirmishers and a corner scout here. So she is basically about to die. And we salute her effort to try to lame Sebastian's lake. Sebastian gets a economic kill of his own. And again, Mr. Yo's losing fire galleys to spearmen. It's such a sour way to lose your ships. Not too sure what the logic is behind pikeman line units coming with an attack bonus against ships. I don't think any other infantry really does. But it is what it is, and Mr. Yo is now fully walled in. Okay. By the way, so is Sebastian. Although not quite fully walled in. Still a bit of an exposed area here. So he's created a funnel for himself, whereas Mr. Yo has gone full on Howard Hughes. And shenanigans abound. Has Mr. Yo, by the way, abandoned his water play? Yeah, it looks like he's done over here. His resources, he looks like he wants to go up to Castle Age. Will he buy the last 100 food? He can't. He doesn't even have a market yet. Sebastian is still 400 food away, a little bit of gold away. So no one really able to rush up to Castle Age just yet. Mr. Yo will reach it first. Didn't really need the market to buy the resources. But with the fishing ships, he gathers the necessary food, and now he's up. Pointy sticks poke holes in the boats. That could be it. That could be it. Although the boat's made out of some pretty dense materials generally, no? Mr. Yo, by the way, has no safe place to jack lumber. He can't do it over here. He can't do it over here. He can't do it over here. And I think Sebastian knows. Has Sebastian explored where Mr. Yo's base is? Yeah, he has. And he's going to discover this area as well. So he's going to know he can put on some pressure. And as Mr. Yo snuck out onto the map, oh my god, we're still 15 minutes into the game. I have not assigned an owner to these 2 pets. They've just been wandering around the map the entire time. Oh, spearman unit be damned, says this fire galley as it knocks it down. No attack bonuses whatsoever against anything on land, human or structure. Daniel, that's so nice of you. And here we go. Now they've been claimed by the blue side. Man, these two pets. This is like, you know, during COVID, there was an absolute rush of people who adopted dogs and cats. And then once the COVID lockdowns ended, I think something like 85 or 90% of those animals were returned to the shelter. Because I guess the owners didn't really want them. They were just bored. And so this is what these two guys are. They just could be trading hands between red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. Forest Lane to the north. He's got abscond over here. But again, Daniel sees this. Although it doesn't have any units left to any contested in any serious way. Daniel's army count is pretty big, but not that scary. 5 very battered skirmishers, 3 kills on them. Hey, Radu. Gonna lose a skirmisher. Does lose a skirmisher. Now the knights should be able to clean up the rest here for our Malian. Both players in the castle age, both players expanding their footprints out onto the map with additional town centers. Mysterio wisely choosing next to a 2 of them right next to the wood. Whereas Daniel is going straight for the gold. He does not have his wood lines lamed. He's got 2 of them already up and running. Mysterio is putting on 0 aggression out onto the map. So he has nothing to really worry about. For now. Although melee unit doesn't really threaten wood lines. Very curious as to who will end up owning this sheep and this cow. Very defensive siege workshop. And here comes that cheaper Hunnic Cav Archer. Do it live. Which one? When he was playing the Armenians against Daniel? That massive half map wall off. And here we go. I mean, Sebastian knows what to do here. He doesn't need anyone to tell him what to do. He's going straight for the wood lines. Unfortunately for him. Oh, wait a second. Hello. What happened to the villager here that was building it? Daniel doesn't have any kills. I guess he ran away into the town center once he saw those Cav Archers. And now he's chasing with a camel. So the classic Cav Archer versus camel situation developing here. Knights are trying to bust in. Sebastian's not really reacting at the moment. Okay, now he is. What are you? You are just another palisade wall. Okay. Not too much the Hun can really do. He can't really plop down a house. But what he can do is get a monk. He needs... Actually, he has the gold for it. But for now, he's focusing his gold expenditure on Cav Archers. 15 of them are hitting the map. 3 knights, 2 camels. And a random feudal age skirmisher. Oh, let's see if we can get any damage done. These guys are very clump. So 343. So about 24 HP taken down. About 5% of their HP with every volley of the Scorpion. Doesn't seem very good, does it? The gentleman's ambition. Oh, he's busted in. Our Malian is busted in. Or maybe he didn't bust in. Maybe he found a gap. This is what happens when you jack your lumber. It's almost impossible to keep an eye on every single little opening. Will the knight escape? Will the random number generator work here for blue? No, it does not. He escapes, but there's a big body of Cav Archers moving forward. 16 of them. They've got 1 kill. Is it economic? No, it is not. Where are the cows? Where are the sheep? And now there's a gap in Mr. Yo's forest. Okay. Man, it's so hard. So hard to try to keep your wall offs properly when the forests form such an integral part of that wall off. So blue's in firm control of this lake. Red's in kind of firm control of this lake. Doesn't really have any fishing ships, I don't see. And there's just 1 left for blue. So they both abandon the water for now. Chester. Welcome, welcome. Jonas, it's 2:14 in Germany. Well, I'm glad you didn't go Gute Nacht and that you are joining us. Radu is keeping it real here. As is Sebastian, who goes mutually assured destruction between the mangonels. Mysterio's chasing. He does not have the husbandry. these guys do. Another town center here, but Sebastian's going to see it immediately. Unfortunately for him, there is a camel protector, but the camel only has 48 HP. Should still be good enough to get rid of the 43 HP of the light cavalry unit. Yeah, there's no way this light cavalry is walking out of here alive. There's another one right up here who sees all of it, by the way. Another town center for Sebastian, who is, by the way, flanking his settlement with one to the north, one to the south. Mysterio doing the same thing, but with 4. So we'll see if he can afford to take a little bit of damage on this town center, because he's already got 3 other ones. He's ahead 3 villagers, but he is down serious in army count. 35 to 16. That being said, if his camels can close on these cav archers, if Sebastian's not paying attention, but if Sebastian is paying attention, first of all, if he was paying attention, he would get ballistics. If he can pay attention, this 8 attack, the camel, as all camels come with very shitty base armor. Let's see it for now. The siege is continuing here. Relics are being taken for our Hun. Rather, you're a fan of the Onager? Hard not to like the Onager, unless you're on the receiving end of those rocks. Then I can see you maybe not like it. Marcial, hola. ¿Qué tal? The camels close. Why is Sebastian taking this fight? Loses the mangonel, which means the siege of this town center is over. So Mr. Yo gets to hold on a little bit longer. A castle right at the tip of the spiral. Camel is going to chase away this scout, but still a little bit slower. Oh, but the scout's leading him straight into a monk. It's a trap, says General Akbar, and the camel suicides. Yeah. Lamp ready for hello. Usually watch the videos. You don't like the big exuberant opening? Thank you so much. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Glad that you did. Oh, relic face-off here between the 2 monks. By the way, what happens if you convert a monk who's carrying a relic? Does he still hold on to that relic, or does he drop the relic? Oh, this is very sour. Unfortunate for Mr. Yo. Another band of cav archers moving to the north, another band to the south. It looks like, oh man, it looks like Mr. Yo's siege has been having a field day. It must have been that one scorpion here. And now the siege is back. Another siege workshop for our Malian, who loses his mangonel. But so does Sebastian. What an absolute back and forth of mangonels being made, mangonels being lost. What's he got over here? Not too much he's going to be able to accomplish. I'm assuming the gold miners are going to run back into the town center. The castle will defend over here. And now Sebastian discovers, by the way, that there's a castle. No ballistics for either player. One going static defense, one going very much not static defense. Do it live, you got it. You just forgot the everyone after the hello. But it's okay, all is forgiven. Okay, university does get taken down, but in time is a secondary wall off. Why he could move forward and snipe these villagers. Maybe he's busy doing something else. No, never mind. He does move forward, gets one. Now, if you had a little upgrade called ballistics, which you'll have in 50 seconds, probably would have gotten 2 more villagers there. Mysterio also missing an opportunity to get a few of those cav archers who were into the town center radius. Burak, hello, hello. Oh my god, lack of ballistics is just hilarious in this game. What's going on over here? Mysterio has secured his eastern perimeter. Now he's going to take out the eyeballs. His opponent's going to go a little bit blind over here, but Sebastian. By the way, I love that Sebastian is continually placing outposts. This is something that a lot of pro players do not do, and it's very weird to me because it's such a cheap structure. Barely costs anything. I get not placing it before Castle Age. You want to conserve every bit of stone you have. Unless you're the Ethiopians, then it doesn't cost any stone. But after Castle Age, there's no excuse not to put down towers. And here come the Malian camels. No attack upgrades, all armor. Don't blame them for that. They finally have husbandry. They don't need an attack upgrade. Their bonus against cavalry is good enough. But there's a lot of cavalry here. And they've got bow and arrows. They're going to have thumb ring. They're going to have chemistry. They're going to have bracer in a second. This might be the best time for Mr. Yo to take a fight, honestly. If he knew what we knew, he probably would engage into here. Maybe cut down a few of these cav archers. But he does not have our caster vision. And let's, speaking of vision, let's take a look at Sebastian's vision. Look at this. This is 2/3 of the map that he sees, Mr. Yo. Aside from the palisade, little that's on fire, he doesn't see anything out on the map. Very, very sour here. He does manage to catch another camel. And now Sebastian is returning the favor, destroying the outposts of his opponent upgrades. +3, +2. Mr. Yo still 2 minutes away from Imperial. So still 2 minutes away from heavy camels, from Farimba, all of that great stuff. What counters camels? Ooh, a lot of things counter camels. It depends. If you don't let them close on you, cav archers can counter camels too, just because of the shitty armor that the camels have. And there's the heavy cav archer. There's two-man saw. He's going to start pumping out more and more of these units. He's got 42 cav archers. We are approaching a death ball situation here for our Hun. Although he has split his army into two. He's going on the high ground. Oh, the outposts are becoming more popular. Good. That is exactly what I want to hear. I don't know why it's not that popular on ranked ladder. Again, it's a ridiculously cheap. The value that you get for a outpost for what it costs is like ludicrous. Uh-oh. Here we go. He's an Imperial. He's got the money for the heavy camel upgrade. Not quite yet for Rimba. See, Mr. Yo is doing a good job with static defense, but it's not in any kind of connected way. Maybe another castle here, if he can afford it. And then all of a sudden, the eastern flank is completely secure. And there's Farimba. There's plate barding armor. Just needs to get iron casting, and he will be at 100% power. Trebs are shelling. I love that Sebastian placed them right here on the high ground, or at least on equal ground, so they don't do less damage. And a whole bunch of camels are coming in. Oh, but they've got Farimba. They attack on a 12 instead of a 14 because they're not heavy yet, and he's just getting iron casting now. But they are faster than the light cavalry. One does fall immediately. What a chase. The camels will close, but unfortunately in Age of Empires, unless your opponent changes direction, these stragglers generally will never, ever catch up. And there you go. Oh, they are changing direction a couple of times, and they're entering into a choke point. Oh, a choke point backed by a castle. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. 11 seconds away from being fully upgraded, these camels. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so the Malian's at full strength. The Hun is at full strength as well. Castle is down for Mr. Yo, which is very problematic. Light cavalry are not going to cut it unless you significantly outnumber your opponent. Fire ship engages, fire ship dies, camels are raiding here. But, you know, you asked what counters camels. The halberdiers in a castle and a full town center definitely counter camels. And honestly, Sebastian, he is leading 16 army count on a merry chase here. Not accomplishing much as Mr. Yo, but now he is. Starting to kill villagers, catching up to those cavalry units. His Treb is now on the high ground-ish, but Oh no. Yeah, exactly. Malian infantry, not just champions. I think they're pikeman line, there's spearman line units as well. They all get free pierce armor starting in feudal, and then in imperial it goes up to +3. So a good way to zone out cav archers. But Mysterio, I think, wants to go the heavy hitters. Chevy, the camels are very much on the wrong side of the map, and they're engaging underneath castles, which is very much not what a camel should be doing. Camels need to be out in the open, need to be... Look at this guy. Get me out of here. I want to get the hell out. I don't want war. I don't want bloodshed. I've seen too much shit. How many kills? 3 kills. Okay, so at least he's a veteran. Not a total wuss. Uh-oh, Mysterio's base has been penetrated to the north. He's not getting the damage he needs. It looks like a whole bunch of camels and light cavalry units died over here to the pikemen. More streaming forward. Army count. Mysterio is down 55 army count. And it is a pretty important army count with 28 heavy cav archers. But his Gebetos are out. That's definitely going to help against the halberdiers. Champs can be indefinitely kited, but the good part about forcing your opponent to kite your units is that it's very micro intensive, whereas you can just highlight your units and right click on a cav archer and they'll just follow him, and then the cav archer has to micro. You don't have to micro at all. And with 3 extra pierce armor, you're pretty much invincible against these cav archers, and you can then focus on other things. Everything destroys camels, everything except cavalry. Basically their armor is just terrible. And Mysterio lost his Treb. Unfortunately, the Hunnic castle is still up. These palisades are still on fire. Now his castle up here is in trouble, even though, wait a second, Sebastian is chasing into the 2 trebuchets, perhaps by accident. Castle fires, castle kills. But look at Mysterio's base. It's a ghost town. He does have 102 villagers, though. They do get caught out over here. Oh no, this is very sour. He's got literally nothing to defend against this. Gebetos are trying to snipe halberdiers, but 3 Gebetos are not going to stop this many halberdiers. Is GG? When Mysterio dips below 100 villagers, I'll call it GG. Until then, I never discount the King of Holds, especially now that he's got Farimba Cavaliers, and they're just going to absolutely rip into these cav archers. Unfortunately for him, I mean, he's expanded down here, and he's pretty safe down here, to be honest. What I would love to see is a bit of a wall off from our Malian, who gets the Treb. But he's down 70 population. Now it's starting to look kind of dicey. The good news for him, take a look at the army's composition of the Hun. Not exactly the hardest hitting army. This is more of like a maneuver, positioning, sniping, kiting army. Except for the 2 Trebs, which are retreating. There's not really much here that can engage underneath a castle, for example. So Mysterio's safe for just a little while. This is a big risk. I don't know why the hell he's doing this. He's rebuilding this one as well. Our Hun sees it immediately, and now this is now trouble. If he could have walled off, this would have been better, but oh no. He's literally got no army here to defend against this. He's got 1 Cavalier. Yeah, this is pretty bad now for Mysterio. And now this town center. What the hell was the point of this town center? I'm not too sure. It gets built, it dies immediately, and all of the villagers here are absolutely dead, or maybe some of them escaped over here, but still not great at all. And this is what I'm talking about. Our Hun rather has a huge army lead, but again, 15 of that is halberdiers, 27 is hussars, and hussars are amazing right now because Mysterio has made 0 attempt to wall this off, and now he's at 70 villagers. Now it's definitely GG. Probably will keep fighting until he loses this castle, or until it's basically inevitable that he loses the castle. And uh-oh, maybe not. He's down. I say maybe not. He's down 120 supply. 200 for one player, 80 for the other, and there you go. The second this castle came under attack, I figured he would GG or... Okay, Sebastian taking game number 1 in a very fun quintessential Age of Empires matchup of lightning fast civilization versus a civilization trying to just basically catch up to them. And ultimately, not much that Mysterio did here to really protect himself. He didn't wall off. He left his base completely exposed and open. There's a lot of these mills around where he can't really run into any town center without at least losing 3 or 4 villagers. And the Hussars at the end of the day, 39 kills, 38 of those are villagers. Damn. He definitely needed Tigui. This is absolutely the perfect time to get that upgrade, and it is not an expensive upgrade at all. Yeah, the Huns not needing to build houses is just a crazy feature. Rebecca, exactly. Everyone, if you like what you see, hit that like button as I load game number 2 and enjoy the transition screen. Game number 2 between these players. We're on Nomad. This is the battle of the Chunkies, the battle of the Chunky Elephant versus the Chunky Cavalry Archer called the War Wagon. Where, oh where will the players place their town centers? Sebastian already heading to the coast. Mr. Yo already heading to the coast. All right, so the town centers are not too far apart from one another. Let's take a look at locations. Are they going to fight over the center lake? Which is interesting. I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of Nomad maps with a lake in the center. Yeah, exactly. We did see that that yesterday with the ACCM's camel. Ooh, damn. Yeah, Radu, no Mihai. No Mihai in this particular matchup. So he's close to the stone. Good location for wood. Red opting to go for the gold and the wood. So both players still, and they're starting 9 villagers. Right as I say that, our Korean pops out another villager, goes straight for the hunt. Food at an all-time important level right now. And these docks, what Red Phosphoru calls mini town centers, are already starting to pump out fishing ships. Red is exploring this lake. So he doesn't know right now if it's a lake or if this waterway extends all the way to the edge of the map. Mysterio also kind of doesn't really know. Suspects, though, he does. Is there good fishing in the middle lake? 1666 food in here. How the hell do you get 1666 food? 225, 225. Oh, the shorefish is 191. Oh, sorry, he already took a bit of shorefish. That's how you get 1666. Both players 2 fishing ships apiece. I like that their docks are somewhat close to one another. Not super duper close, but somewhat close. Has anyone gathered any information about docks at the moment? No, they haven't. Sebastian is exploring the east and the south. Mysterio is exploring the north. Mysterio, on the whole, I think has the better town center for gold, obviously. I'm not too sure about this location for a town center. This leaves it very exposed to any kind of naval attack. If the players decide to go any kind of serious navy. And by the way, the Koreans can go very serious navy with their turtle ships. Those are always fun to watch. Blue and red, Romeo and Juliet sheep. Oh, let's see if Mysterio gets vision of the dock, or will he turn around? No, he stops. No, never mind. He's continuing. Okay, so Mysterio sees the dock. He sees that his sheep got stolen. So he knows that there is a villager there, as, by the way, does Sebastian, whose sheep gets taken here. Oh, he would know the donut is recognizable? Okay. Like I said, I haven't casted very many Nomad games, so I didn't really remember the lake in the middle. Oh, the sheep's gonna get taken as well. Yep. Sebastian now losing 2 sheep to his opponent. Mysterio is still in the process of gathering a sheep. Has he seen the neutral one over here? No, he hasn't. Oh, lucky vision of the boar. Probably gonna go boar hunting, and then probably as he pulls the boar, is gonna see the sheep. Okay, at least I got 50% of that correct. Oh no, he is going to hunt the boar. All right, let's follow along the villager. Yeah, Ryder, you're thinking of the Malay, which turns the thalassocracy upgrade, turns their docks into harbors, which fire arrows. Monsieur's a killer on Nomad. Let's see it. Yeah, 200 food down the toilet for Sebastian. Although, does he really care? He's got his fishing up and running. He hit feudal about 40 seconds ahead of his opponent. Mysterio ahead 2 economic units. No military for either player, not even a horse. And let's see. Will Daniel give up another sheep? No, Mysterio's not, has 0 presence over here. Mysterio seems to be gathering a lot more of these land resources than Daniel. I mean, Daniel's got a decent settlement set up. He's got 2 of the major resources over here, and then he's relying on his fishing ships for food. Whereas Mysterio, he's got food, he's got lumber, he's got gold, he's got his own fishing fleet. And look at the with the vision. He must have yeah, he sees the galleys coming, and he pulls his fishing ships preemptively. Fire galley being trained. Will it come out in time? No. Or maybe Daniel will engage into this dock. Let's see it. I don't know why I keep saying Daniel, because somebody mentioned that game with Hera and Daniel, and now my brain keeps saying Daniel instead of Sebastian. Let's see it. Nothing much that Sebastian can do here, not against 2 fire galleys. They're absolutely going to wreck that navy, and Mysterio has absconded. He's safe and sound up here to the north. Training another fire ship. Looks like it's going to be his turn to give up a sheep. He has not seen his opponent's town center, by the way. Has Sebastian seen Mysterio's? No, he hasn't. But with the wall off here on the left side, he must have a good sense of where his opponent is. And now it's 3 to 4. Fire galley should take this handily. But Sebastian's got to be careful. He sees the flag raised. He doesn't know what's in there. Is it a demo raft? It is a... Actually, no, it's not a demo raft. So he knows it must be a fire ship. Our Korean is running around. He's going straight for the fishing ships, but he's outnumbered 6 to 1. Six to 1 in a fire galley of his own. Ah, sour. Sheep has reached peak exploration levels. Okay, so now Daniel kind of... I did it again. Sebastian kind of knows that he needs to get a little bit more vision, and with that 1 outpost, he's going to see the wall off. I don't know if he'll see the town center, but he'll see the wall off for sure, and definitely the lumberjacks. And Mysterio is moving forward, actually. Now he sees the wall off. What's he going to do, and how will Sebastian react? Mysterio, by the way, is a minute away from Castle Age. 4 fewer villagers for him, but by the time he gets to the castle, it's probably going to be a lot more of a disparity. And Mysterio's water is very much under attack. He decided to invest his resources into going up to Castle Age. And so for now, just a couple of fire galleys in there. These galleys are going to discover the fishing ships running away, but oh, this is very sour. Oh, this is very sour. This is going to be a slaughter. No. Oh no. Is sour Toronto slang? I don't know. I've always just kind of said sour. For me, it started with my gambling years, when I would hit a bonus and win nothing. Fire galley to the left. Castle defensively for Mr. Yo. He doesn't want anything to happen to any part of his settlement, which, by the way, now includes a couple of deer. Okay. Oh, what a good vision get there for our Persian who sees it. By the way, what happened to the villager that was supposed to build this outpost? Did he like fall asleep under a tree or something? All the fishing ships are dead. 9 kills for these galleys, but this is where Daniel's Sebastian's, oh my god, why do I keep saying Daniel? Sebastian's position is going to be a little untenable. There is a turtle ship. There is a turtle ship in the first order of businesses. F you to that one spearman. Second order of business. F you to that one villager. That turtle ship range is basically going to make it not very safe from the town center. But this is a big expenditure. This is an expensive unit. This is 180 gold that Mr. Yo just spent, I believe. Yo's not looking too sharp. Definitely not looking too sharp on the water, but here in the center, oh man, he is going for the chunky units of his. Are you gonna go after this? All right, does a little bit of damage. An extra town center, a monastery for our Persian. I mean, this is perhaps a big waste of money if you're going to build a turtle ship that's just going to attack the dock. Look, the good news for Mr. Yo, even though it's not that great a news, is that his opponent invested a lot of resources going water. 6 galleys, 4 fire galleys. And I think there's still a bit... No, maybe not. I thought there... Yeah, there's 5 fire galleys. That's a lot of wood. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of resources in general that your opponent has invested. And you on the land have your castle up. You're in castle years ahead of your opponent. Oh god, gambling at 17. So Mr. Yo, by the way, I love the wall off. Mr. Yo never wanted to shy away from big wall offs. And for now, just has completely abandoned the water. No real point to it at this time. His fishing ships are gone. No real point in contesting the water. Unless it's this. And now the camels are chasing into the war wagon. Armor class is technically cavalry. And so the camels do a little bit of bonus damage. +9 against them. Very sour there for Mr. Yo. Oh, geez, Radu. Chris, hello. Did you catch the end of yesterday's game? Hello. Hello. Wake up. You wouldn't have to sell wood for gold if you had the relics that you were sent out to collect. Galleys are firing on the houses. Absolutely no upgrades being researched for anybody. Sebastian, our Persian, has 3 times the army count of his opponent. 2/3 of it, though, is on the water. And on land, he's got the camel out. He's got, I believe, a monk or 3. And so he is safe for now. And uh-oh, here we go. Demo raft, the bane of the turtle ship's existence. And by the way, this turtle ship is completely alone and undefended. Oh, Chris, you're going to enjoy the end of the game last night. Okay, helping against the wall up. This is what you can definitely use your navy for, is to create little gaps and little Swiss cheese holes in your opponent's wall off. But Mr. Yo's got to be careful. He sees the flag on the dock. He knows there's something inside. He knows probably it's a demo ship. Here it comes, here it comes. Where's it going? Going after the deer? Oh, it's a distraction. It's a demo ship distraction so that the monks can close in, but Mr. Yo's not falling for it. Either way, he's going to take a lot of damage. Either way, the camels are going to engage. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, both players zoning each other out, and Okay, villager is repairing though. What a complete little set of mind games here between them. One trying to distract with a demo ship, one then trying to convert the camels, and a very aggressive castle drop here by our Korean, who has returned with the turtle ship. Town center is under attack, kinda, but not really. Persian town center can obviously take a beating. He's returning home with the relics. Monk is gone, which tells me Mysterio's monastery should have that relic. And Sebastian, our Persian, has 3 relics to 1. Not an easy feat against Mysterio, who generally is the one who takes the relics on the map. Oh, abusing the slow movement speed of the war wagon is our Persian, who manages to teeth one. Loses a camel for it. But a camel for a war wagon? Not the worst of trades. Obi-Wan, nice to see you. Castle's up though, town center's in jeopardy, and now the camels are too. He can reconverts the unit and then deletes it rather than give it to his opponent. Is he gonna try to convert the fire galley? Ooh, the fire galley notices the monk. Oh, okay, never mind. He goes after the relic instead. So he is patrolling the shores of Mysterio's settlement, but Mysterio really doesn't care. FYI, bye-bye turtle ship. That got converted by the Persian. And so now it's attacking its former home, the dry docks that gave it life. Mysterio's got 16 army count to 24. In reality, it's 16 to 20, 16 to 11, actually, because 13 of it's on the water for the Persian, who is now plopping down his first castle, emergency castle, blocking the path with a market and a house. It's a lot of monks here for our Persian. Let's see if he can get any conversions, and if so, how many? Wololo's dropping. Wololo's not successful. But you know what is? A castle. So we've got a stalemate situation here developing between the two players, although unfortunately for Sebastian, it's a stalemate right in front of his base. And here we go. He's going to reconquist. Maybe not. Maybe need another monk here on the bottom to try to trap the turtle. Oh, Radu, I appreciate you joining so late. Battering ram is out for our Korean. Now the camels are probably not in sufficient enough quantity. It looks like he lost a few of them. A random sheep here as well. And now Sebastian is trying to emergency wall off the eastern portion of his settlement. Not very well, but just good enough. Not too much that these war wagons are going to be able to do against 1,000 HP even of wall off. But you know what could? A mangonel perhaps. And our Persian is a minute away from going up to Imperial. Camels have busted in here, but again, camels absolutely terrible at basically anything other than killing cavalry units, except maybe Hindustani camels. And he says, forget the wall, the stone wall with 8 melee armor. I'm going after your weaker house. And Mr. Yo, he's in the chicken coop, and he's brought a mangonel with him. But there's still these 5 monks. They've got 2 conversions. Will he go straight for them? The monks are not paying attention. Oh, Sebastian, sour loss of 3 monks. That is very sour there for him. But he's an Imperial Age. Where's the trebuchet? You don't have enough wood for trebuchet. You're going heavy camel riders. Oh, towers with their attack bonus against ships are going to secure this northern part, this forest. For Mysterio, this is so sour. Sebastian's not paying attention. Loses 4 galleys. Yikes. I appreciate that, Radu. Raptor at 7 a.m. Yikes. You slept all day. Road Rash, nice to see you. Yeah, yesterday we had, I think, like 72 people at one point was the maximum. Hopefully more join us. By the way, I love that Mr. Yo is non-stop war wagon. He's ahead 6 villagers. He's ahead 13 army count. And again, 13 army count lead is misleading because 9 of Sebastian's army is on the water, and he is losing villagers now. Oh no, but Persian camels avail themselves of every single upgrade available to them, but they are going on a counterattack. Where exactly are they going? Never mind, they decide to come back. He's not really waiting for upgrades. He's not researching any upgrades. Problem for Mr. Yo is he is not an Imperial, and finally it looks like the turtle ship does bite the dust after so long. And shockingly, it is the Persian dock that survives, although not really shockingly. Any other dock in the game would have 16 HP right now. I think he's going camels just for their attack bonus against cavalry, which the war wagon technically does have the cavalry armor. But it is an interesting choice. But he is going up to 18 of them. If they can close, heavy camels with their plus 18 attack will shred the war wagons. Although look at the quantity. 34 war wagons are out, or will be out. Mysterio says forget Imperial. He's got 3 battering rams in here. The question is, when is he gonna ungarrison them? He's got 1 in here trying to bust down this gate. Camels are moving forward. They will be able to snipe the battering ram, but how many of them will die to do so? No, never mind. Uh-oh. Skirmishers you'd think would be decent against war wagon because it has both the archer and cav archer, especially -1 cav archer armor, but because it has so much HP, the small bonus that skirmishers do is not enough. And there we go, the camels surround the battering ram. Mission accomplished. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. So skirmishers are a decent option, but you need like 3 or 4 to 1. And this is why he went camels. Look at the absolute disaster here for Mr. Yo. He must be looking somewhere completely different. Yeah, he's looking at this castle. He's moving forward with 4 battering rams, but man, holy shit, he just lost his entire southern army. Sebastian hasn't raided at all in this game, except for those 2 camels that were here about half an hour ago. Well, there you go. Now you know why I went camels, and now you know exactly what to do when your opponent goes war wagons against you. Not too sure. This camel's kind of running around trying to dance tippy-toe around the shitty HP that he has, but ultimately he does die. Mysterio, by the way, is still in castle, still has 2 rams only. One of them is about to die. Where even is the other ram? Okay, it's up here. It's going after a house. And he is doubling down on war wagons after seeing what happened to them. I mean, Koreans have ridiculously cheap halberdiers because remember, they get wood discounts on all of their units, and the infantry, only infantry that costs wood here is the halberdier. So they can produce a lot of them to stay safe from these camels, but he's instead choosing to go brute force. This is an absolute disaster for Mr. Yo. His war wagon count is going down. They're not exactly super cheap units, even though remember the Koreans get the armor upgrades for their archers for free. The wood count is reduced. Yeah, Sebastian had rushed to Imperial so he can get out this bad boy. And once he got that bad boy, he went up to heavy camels. And now Mr. Yo's aggression is over the castle to the left. Oh, the camels loop the loop around the forest and catch all the villagers. He's right-clicking. He gets it up by the skin of his teeth. There's literally 1 villager left alive to tell the story. Oh my goodness, that was such a lucky break for Mr. Yo. But now his center position is under attack. He's not exactly fully walled off. Guard tower is going to provide a little bit of damage, but oh man. Yeah, they have basically every upgrade available, the Persians, for their camels. Nothing particularly special about the Persian camel. I don't think it gets any kind of like HP boost or armor boost or anything like that, but in terms of generic camels, it's pretty damn good. Mysterio's getting cleared up. He's also being attacked here. A few hunters strayed a little bit too close to the shore. Oh, Galley's being annoying here as well. So a lot of action happening on this little tiny map. And Mysterio finally going up to Imperial, finally getting some pikemen. How many barracks does he have? Only 3. Where's he researching the pikemen? Oh, very risky location. Yeah, Chris, I think you've mentioned that before. The land skinnet. Castle attacking a house. Another tower here. Oh, he's gonna try to lame the gold here with his Korean towers. What's the range? Does he have Yupsung? Yeah, he does. +2 range added to these towers. But the camels just keep moving in and in and in and pressing. Halberdier upgrade. Which barracks? Ooh, the safe barracks here. Okay, so Halberdiers are definitely going to help out here. And we'll see what our Persian does to respond. Does he have a university to go maybe hand cannoneers? I do not see a university at all. But you know what? I also don't see a lot of Mysterio's infrastructure. It is falling left, right, and center. And even the siege workshop is going to crumble, beautiful as it is. Shocking micro from Mysterio so far. Not used to seeing that from him. Shocking in like a good way or a bad way, Natty? Radu, have a fantastic night, my friend. Mysterio's eco is the only thing saving him at the moment. Oh, and he even walls this area off. He is still under attack. A little bit on the water here and there, but that upgrade on the Korean towers that adds the range just absolutely deadly. Treb misses the tower. And now Halberdiers with 1 armor, soon 2 armor, are going to be able to absolutely slaughter these camels, but there's maybe not enough of them. I don't even know how many Halberdiers are in this little clump. Okay, never mind. 14 Halberdiers should be pretty damn good. Now is the time to press, but you're pressing uphill. Okay, he's luring Sebastian camels off the hill. Why are these barracks not training Halberdiers? Look at his resources. He got so many resources. Because he's tower pushing? So Sebastian's, I want to take a look at where his gold is, because he's been pressed off of this gold. He's been pressed off of this gold. He has 0 villagers on gold, which means if he loses these camels, it's game over. Where even are the camels? Okay, they're inside the castle, recouping their HP, and Mysterio brings forth the BBC. Road Rash, this is a make or break push. It certainly does feel like it, because our Persian doesn't have the economy to really tech into anything other than skirmishers. How many archery ranges for him? 3 archery ranges is definitely not enough. And look at Mysterio, so confident. Hand card, stone mining, gold mining, all the good upgrades for his economy. Tower is under attack by a Treb over here, but you know what? As long as the Treb is focused here, it is not focused here. Mysterio says, it says he's got 3 bombard cannons. Where are they? There's a second one making its way forward. Where is the third? We'll see. We'll wait and find out. Man, is it so annoying to try to take down these Persian freaking town centers. Treb will fall over here again. Our Persian, he doesn't have the economy to support. He's got, where's his cannon galleon, by the way? Oh, it's making its way over here. He's gonna be so annoying with it. Now Halberdiers are raiding the eco to the right. Halberdiers are facing off against skirmishers. So somebody asked, why didn't he go skirmishers against the war wagon? Take a look. Archer +4, Cav Archer +2. And with the -1 Cav Archer armor, that's 7 damage to a unit that has 150 HP. 7 bonus damage, I should say. Whereas the camel does 18 bonus damage. Now, obviously, you have to compare resources here. Obviously, the skirmisher costs very little to nothing. And here we go, the camels. They move out. They move out, they get repelled. Did they manage to get a bombard? No, it doesn't look like it. Mr. Yo still has 3, it says. Where the hell is this 3rd bombard cannon? Somebody. Oh, it's down here. Okay. It's going after the camels. It's going after the camels. That's hilarious. That's the last thing. Oh, no. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, that's so gross. Castle is down for our Persian. His base has been cracked open. 3 relics are now at risk. And let's see how he manages to do. Like I said, skirmishers are an interesting unit against war wagons. They underperform just because of the heavy armor. Just like they underperform against units like the Conquistador that hit back a lot harder because the skirmisher HP is so shitty. But I like the idea of mixing them in. At least against the halberdiers. I don't like the idea of running your light cap to their deaths. Oh no, now he's running his camels to their deaths. They're going after the BBCs. Will they get any of them? God, camels just suck at killing everything. Oh my god. I'm shocked he got even one. Absolutely shocked he got even one. And there you go. The attack here failed miserably. He's lost control of his relics. Mr. Yo's economy is 45 villagers ahead. And he has just been cracked. So I guess in hindsight, Mr. Yo, kudos for giving up water control and just focusing primarily on land. Look, he's controlling 80% of the island. Wow. Well, there you go. First notch on the belt for Mr. Yo. Halberdier, War Wagon, and Monk versus Camel, Skirmisher, and Light Cav. Okay. Who had more food at the end of the day? Oh, our Persian, but just not by too much. 3 relics to 2. He had about 1,000 extra gold. And look at Mr. Yo's stone count, though. 5,000. He's ahead 2,700 stone. How many castles and towers is that? That is ludicrous. And ahead about 8,000, 9,000 actually wood. Conversions 4 to 3, raises 32 to 20. Good numbers on the whole. Kill count is decent as well. Mr. Yo got a lot more kills, of course, with all those light cav and skirmishers raiding to their deaths. Raptor, yes it is. It is tied up 1-1. Take a look at the top of the screen as I load game number 3. All right. Game number 3, we're on Land Madness. Ooh. I mean, I don't like to predict anything, but Saracens against Magyars? Sebastian's going to need to put on a lot of pressure in this game. The last thing you want is to start facing the Saracens against your cavalry units. Road Rash, this is the first time you're seeing them? Yeah, I got them in a few days ago. Finally got my act together and got the transitions and stuff. They're going to get better as well. I just kind of got like a placeholder generic one for now. And then I'm going to start making them better bit by bit by bit. Pulling and a pushing. A boar and an ibex. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Beautiful location for both dead animals, by the way. So Saracens, basically, if this game goes to the late game, I mean, I can't really imagine the Magyars being able to do anything against the Saracens. Anything on a horse basically dies to them. Doesn't matter if Mr. Yo goes camels, doesn't matter if he goes Mamelukes. They're not exactly Persian camels. These camels come with 25% more HP. And we'll see, though. Never discount the Magyar Cav Archer Death Ball either, so... Land Madness, if you're not familiar with this map, there's a bunch of these square tile chunks of forest all over the place. And there's a lot of these choke points and narrow alleys, although right as I say narrow alley, there's a big open space here in the middle. Resource-wise, a lot of resources. 13,000 stone, 47,000 gold. Basically an extra 16 or 17,000 gold on top of what it usually comes on a map. So let's see how the players decide to do this. Lots and lots of ways to get your ass up to Castle Age and start getting out those heavy hitting units for both players. Sebastian is expanding to the rear. Mysterio also expanding to the rear. I'm going to have a sip of water, guys, so I'm going to mute my microphone because the last thing you want to hear is me drinking water. I'll be back in a sec. And I am back. Yeah, if you're watching the stream, if you're one of the 49 people right now who are here live, come say hello. Don't be shy. We're, I would say we're a pretty friendly bunch. If it's your first time watching, let me know. If it's not your first time watching, let me know. Right as I say that, a whole bunch of people leave, of course. So he's pushing Ibex a very forward set of walls here for Sebastian. Oh, we've got a Viking Berserker in the house. Hola. Thanks for saying hello. And yeah, we're beginning stages of game number 3. I'm trying to think what the Magyars can really do here against the Saracens except putting on a lot of aggression. Aside from that, I mean, Mr. Yo has 3 patches of gold, 8,000 gold to the rear of his base. That is nice and safe from any kind of raiding. Sebastian's got 1, 2. I don't know that you can necessarily count this to be in the rear position. His primary gold pretty exposed. Nady. Is it Nady or Natty? In any event, welcome. Christian, first time writing. Thank you so much. Yeah. Come say hello. Come chat. I very much enjoy interacting with people in the chat. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe a little bit too much. Oh, this is so sour when this happens. This is so sour. I didn't realize that when they carry the wood, their axe is on top of the pile of wood. That's pretty cool. Although it doesn't make much sense, right? I thought you would maybe leave your axe next to the wood, but this is really sour here for Mr. Yo. Get your shit together. This one villager. Okay, there she goes. Okay. Traffic jam eventually cleared up. And our Magyar knows that he's got to be the one putting on the aggression, so units are streaming across the map. Mario. Nostalgia-induced entertainment. Well, hopefully you recover nicely. Wish you a speedy recovery. And yeah, welcome. I think there's a few of us old guards. Emphasis on the old. Kevin, nice to see you as well. Been watching videos for a week now. Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoy. You're never really sure if people are gonna like your stuff, especially in a community as established as Age of Empires. I mean, there's already so many big names and big channels, and everyone kind of is used to the way, you know, the status quo of how things are done. I'm glad people enjoy. Yeah, Martin, I agree. I think this is going to be an uphill battle for Sebastian, which is why I think he's the one putting on the aggression. He has no choice. He's got to. He's got to try to end this game before Castle Age, or as early after Castle Age as possible. Cav archers and halberdiers, maybe. Saracen siege and Mamelukes would shred that to pieces. It's really hard to face off against the... If the Magyars had camels, maybe that's one thing he could go for, but without camels... But again, like I said, I can never discount the Magyar Cav Archer. You're older than the very trees. Which one? These ones? Bush A, Bush B? I forget which map is it. I think it's African Clearing that has Bush A. Might be the only map in the game that has. Everything else is Bush B. Sometimes you'll see Bush C. Right now we're seeing 9 army count to 5. Mysterio's gathering very few resources. And finally we're starting to get some kills. 2 of them for our Magyar, who is putting on the aggression, going after the berry pickers. Well, I'm glad some new people said hello. Awesome. Welcome everybody. As we cast, we discuss. Tony the Tiger leaps into action. Gonna probably die against the Spearman, who should be able to kill him real quick. Oh yeah, Magyar Hussar works very, very well against Siege. That is very true. Magyar Hussar is a super cool unit. I think his attack bonus against Siege is even bigger than a Mangadai. I think it's 5/8. 5 for the base, 8 for the elite model. And Mysterio says, enough's enough. You know what? I haven't even really done that much damage or any damage to you. You've killed 3 of my units. 4 of my units. I'm going to try to kill one of yours. Will he get it? Will he get it? No, he doesn't. Oh, that's so sour. Jorge Martin Baraja. I do not play. I'm going to start playing this year. And so we'll see what elo I eventually land on. Don't expect too much from my actual playing. My hands are very old. So as excited as I am to actually start playing, we'll see how well I actually do. SS71, hello, Abdullah, hey. How are you? Thanks for joining so late. What is it, like 3 in the morning? 4 in the morning for you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Mysterio gets caught out. This is definitely one way for our Magyar to take this game. Just bleed the Saracen dry. Your mom, nice to see you. And, okay. Another army group ready to head out for our Saracen. Remember, their foot archers do damage, extra damage against buildings. So walling off against them is pretty darn dangerous, although no attempt to wall off here by our Magyar. So for now, Mysterio's playing very defensive. His resources are non-existent. Sebastian is very close to being able to go up to the next stage. What resource will he sell for his gold, or will he just accumulate the 200 gold? 415, yikes. Well, thanks for joining at 415. And let me just catch up. I think my chat may have froze earlier. I mean, he's keeping Mr. Yo pinned back. Mr. Yo is selling a lot of his resources, including a stone, to go up to the next stage. He must have seen Sebastian's score drop a little bit and realized that his opponent was going up to the next stage, because he is using that 5% commodity trading fee to absolutely roid up and exchange this for that, and now he's going up. But he's broke. Sebastian's going to hit Castle Age with, look at his food count. Mysterio's going to hit Castle Age with very little in the bank. He does not have enough to expand to 2 more town centers, whereas our Magyar very much does. Just needs more wood. But we'll see. Magyars do get the melee upgrades for free once they go up to the next stage, so in a minute 10 seconds these scouts will have iron casting as well. John is back. Ooh, Martin, I have no clue what elo I'll be landing on. First of all, if I can get to like 1500, I'll be happy. Although that might be a stretch. We'll see how quickly I can remember, how quickly my muscle memory will kick in again. Maybe I'll start with a few deathmatch games. Mysterio finally doing some raiding on the other side of the map, right as his opponent hits Castle Age and does what? Cap archers. Okay. Okay. John has diamond hands. Both players are now in Castle Age. Camels versus Cav Archer. Where have we seen that earlier today? The only problem here is that these Magyar Cav Archers are not cheaper, and these Saracen Camels are have a lot more HP. What has he gotten done with these guys? He's gotten 3 kills. Looks like a villager lies dead here on her farm. Okay, this is definitely a good way to stall your Saracen. Attack the gold. But we'll see how long this fight can last. Camels are now out, and nothing here is going to survive very long against camels. Especially camels with husbandry bloodlines and now armor upgrades as well. Doc is here. Hello, hello. Chris, you 8,000 elo. Yeah. Can you imagine, like 3 games in, I'm at 8,000 elo and go, well, what do you mean I'm cheating? I'm not cheating. I just have 3 times the elo of Hera and the Viper and the best players in the world. It's not cheating. It's called skill. Cav Archers can be a decent answer to Mamelukes. They're not great. You really have to put a lot of effort into microing them. The shitty part about the Mameluke is the range. It really is that really terrible 3 range. And so if you can get your units up, and the Magyar, like I said, Magyar Cav Archer especially can do that. So we'll see what he decides to do. For now, I'm getting deja vu from game number 1. Like I said, cavalry archers versus camels. Doc is not a fan of the ranged melee. I'm glad you made it, though. Yeah, exactly. It's a game of cat and mouse, right? If Tom can catch Jerry, then Jerry's gonna be, you know, cat food. If Jerry can outsmart and outrun Tom, then he'll be safe. Ooh, camels. That was a missed opportunity for Blue. Did he not explore this part of the map? Yeah, he saw that there was a dead end. Why didn't he press? Ooh. Chris is gonna die on the Mameluke Hill. Throwing scimitars is redonkulous. Second town center for our Saracen. Second town center already up for Sebastian, who's ahead 5 villagers, is keeping a pace army count. Yeah, good luck to you, Camel. Trying to break even to a palisade will take you about 500 years. But look at Mr. Yo. This is not a situation you want to be in as Sebastian. You've got camels to the north, camels and cavalry to the south, camels to the center, and now he's starting to gather relics as Mr. Yo does. This is going to be a second one. And the scouting does catch the second town center, so he's going to know where to apply the pressure. Another group of knights are moving forward. Another town center for our Saracen. Yeah, Saracens really do have an answer for everything. Everything other than camels. Unless you go your own camels. You really need the Gurjara camel or the Hindustani camel to take on the Saracen camel. Otherwise, that 25% extra HP is just... I don't know. It's very hard to deal with. 170 HP camel. Fully upgraded. But let's see, we're all talking a big game. I always do this. I always talk about the late stages of the game. And then something happens in the mid game and it's over. But for now, we're still in castle. Something tells me we're going to be in castle for a while since nobody is really banking any resources. Mr. O's got a good amount of gold. We'll see what he decides to do with it. He's not training any military right now. Is he actually going to go up to Imperial? A very defensive siege workshop out of him. Knights engage underneath the town center. A few arrows. Yeah, the knights are not going to be able to last here. Even without ballistics, he got that horse. That knight. And here we go. They're trapped. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He does have ballistics. What am I talking about? Why are you letting these units escape? Sebastian's turn to get vision. He's going to see perhaps this 4th town center? No, he doesn't see it. $1,500 is a real sweaty rank. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it. I'm looking forward to Mongol Step Lancer rushes, castle drops, tower rushes on arena, Teuton tower pushes. I miss it all. Oh, John, don't we all? I wake up with 5 HP. I end the day with 1 HP. Our Saracen, by the way, does have the have access to Bimaristan, which will allow that monk to passively automatically heal all the units in a 5-tile radius. I like the Scorpions, but not against this many Cav Archers. Although the more HP he can tickle away, the better it is once the camels do ultimately close. And again, I mean, this is game number 1 all over again. Let's see if Mr. Yo has absolutely learned anything from game number 1, where the Malian chased the Hun. Now the Saracen chases the Magyar. Focus on late game is common for people who haven't played a lot of PvP. Well, there you go. Oh, Mike. Nice to see you. All good, all good. I'm glad you caught us. Have I ridden a camel before? I can't say that I have ridden a camel, no. I've seen camels at like a zoo, and I've seen people mount and ride camels, but I personally have not. Will he get the monk? Camels move to intercept. Oh, but he does get the monk. So there we go. The Magyar is making use of his speed. And Mysterio is just throwing away scorpions. Man of culture. I see that everywhere now. A man of culture. A man of culture. Oh, Roman scorpions are another world. I do want to try one day. Oh no! Oh no! Bye bye, Cav Archers. Did they even get one camel? No, they didn't. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Sometimes Tom does catch Jerry. Corey's not a fan of camels. They are vicious. They like to spit. They like to bite. I've seen enough YouTube videos, Instagram videos. Now he's running away. Ooh, look at the HP on these camels. He needs to get Bimaristan immediately. This monk would be healing these guys passively, 75 HP per minute. And again, Mr. Yo. Okay, he did learn a little bit from game number 1. He's added some skirmishers. Needs to get ballistics if he wants to go skirmishers. Okay, what's the kill count? Sebastian ahead just a little bit. Mr. Yo's gotten a lot more villager kills. They don't bite? I thought they did bite. Or am I thinking of spitting? I don't know why he's sticking around these structures, especially with a siege workshop. You never know what the hell's gonna pop out of the siege workshop. Mysterio's been backed into a corner. We've got a castle. We've got a castle. Let's see the Mameluke. He does. Now he has the food for it. Has Wile E. Coyote ever caught the Roadrunner? Meet. I don't know. Llama spit. They spit a lot. All right, we've got an engagement to the north, engagement to the south. I love that our Magyar is mixing in a few knights to go after these skirmishers. Why the hell not? I'm keeping my eyes on the top left of my screen. I really want to see. Really want to see some Mamelukes come into play. He did catch him once, right? I remember reading this like conspiracy theory about Tom and Jerry, that Tom never really wanted to catch Jerry. They were both just friends. Tom wanted to keep Jerry around because if he caught Jerry, the owner would have given him back to the shelter or like thrown him out of the house because his purpose would have been served. The owner bought Tom just to catch Jerry, and so it was like really they were working together to make it look like they were fighting, but really they were very good friends. Man, the shit you read on the internet at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep. By the way, let's take a look at the Magyar base. How many town centers? 1, 2, 3, and a fourth to the back. Our Saracen, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back. No Mamelukes for you. Imperial Age for both of them. Our Saracen about 20 seconds ahead, and the parties disengage a small little band of exploratory units here to the south. But that's basically it. Yeah, he started to mix knights for, I'm assuming, to counter the skirmishers, and now that he's going up to Imperial, are we gonna get to see paladins? Oh man, let's see all the heavy hitters of the Yara of these two civilizations. Jerry wasn't even real. Oh my goodness. Oh, Chris, that's awesome. It gave you something to look forward to. Camel chasing knight. Another Age of Empires classic. Never trust the media. Yeah, exactly. Well, welcome to Cast of Empires. The second somebody says Nicolas Cage, I may as well like stop casting because it'll all just be over. By the way, where's Mysterio's villagers? Why are they not moving forward? Why are they not placing any kind of stress or pressure on this Magyar mobile army as they probably should be doing? I love that he's running around the map with camels, just kind of keeping an eye on things. Now Sebastian's 20 seconds away from Imperial. Mysterio's in it already. Camels see the castle. Camels turn around, run the hell away. Loses one to a conversion. Where do these skirmishers think they're going? You're not going to stop the castle from going up. Chemistry. Heavy camels for the Saracen. Here we go. Let's see a big battle. High ground advantage for the Magyar, who brings an army to the south as well. What an epic game so far. This is like what game number 1 would have been if instead of attacking in seven different locations, they attacked into one location. And that's exactly what this game would have looked like. Or that game would have looked like. I love that Sebastian, by the way, is sticking to this new phenomenon of box formation to make the maneuverability easier. To be honest, Doc, they're both in very good positions. This is going to really come down to a big fight and who can take the better... what am I trying to say? Who can position their armies better? There we go. The Saracen 600 stone. There's your villager push. Because I can see a scenario where both armies wipe the other one off the face of the earth. And it all depends on the engagement. What's happening to the north? Damn you gold miners, says this one Saracen knight as he kills the villagers, goes after the outpost. But we're very quickly approaching death ball level for our Magyar, who is choosing infantry armor upgrades at the moment and not recurve bow. Okay. So he's going halberdier. So he's going to do to Mr. Yo what Mr. Yo did to him last game, which is fight camels with halberdiers. Unfortunately, Mr. Yo already has a whole group of skirmishers. Yeah, where is the recurve bow upgrade for the Magyar? As of right now, he doesn't have it. I don't think he has it. No, he doesn't. Yeah, Mysterio castle drop, but look at how safe this castle drop is. Middle of the map, middle of the road. Oh, and this is a good trade for Mysterio. I don't care if you kill only 3 or 4 of these cav archers, you're trading them off against skirmishers, which is amazing. A little bit too safe, right? For rock and stone. John, what is that a reference to? I can't say I'm familiar with that. Oh, a whole bunch of knights get caught out here. One last knight for the Magyar remaining. And the camels go villager hunting. Do they have 170 HP? This is like the Frankish paladin, but in a camel form. And now they're going to be very annoying for me and for us as viewers, because there's an army attack group to the north, army attack group to the east being shredded by these cav archers. Now he's pushing into the center as Mysterio. There's infrastructure going up, villagers dying to the south. Mysterio's trying to flank. with a couple of stables. Does he see this? He does see it with this one outpost. Fantastic lucky vision get there for our Magyar. Army count for him is 70 to 36, but he's down 33 villagers. There's Bamaristan. Where's your monk? You don't have a single monk. Still no recurve bow. Halberdiers are being pumped out. Bubs Grubs, nice to see you. Deep Rock Galactic, that does not help me. I still don't know what that is. But Bub Grubs knows exactly what you're talking about, and he's very enthusiastic. So I will join you in your enthusiasm as the Magyar Castle on the high ground falls. But it looks like a whole bunch of skirmishers died here, but they took down a bunch of cav archers with them. Again, any trade of skirmisher for cav archer is going to be pretty damn beneficial for the skirmisher team. Mysterio's at a third of the army supply, but now he's going hussars. Oh no, he's gonna make my life a living hell, isn't he? How many stables does he have? Sorry for zooming out so much. 9 stables, well 8. This one doesn't count. Bye bye villagers. Down they go. Free Doom, I said the exact same thing, but so far, look at the stats, look at the army counts. Our Magyar is doing a fantastic job. Mysterio is inexplicably not training Mamelukes. Not too sure why. Kevin, armor upgrades are missing for the cav archers. I think he's been focused on the attack so that he can kill the camels a lot quicker. And maybe relying on his micro to run away from the camels. But he also needs to get recurve bow ASAP. He's stuck at an 11 attack. He could be at a 12. He could be at an 8 range. Some camels causing a bit of a ruckus. Mysterio, by the way, has 4 relics to 1. He did save his trebuchets. How many are left? 2. Where's that one Bamaristan monk? It is over here. It's about to get sniped. Maybe. Oh, the second our Magyar doesn't pay attention, he runs into camels and gets shredded. 3 here, 4 there. They're not cheaper. He's not the Huns this game. So he is paying full price, and 2 more castles for Mysterio. I love this location, even though it doesn't really do much besides the stone. I love that high ground location for it. And now he's repositioning his trebs to the south. Why are they going there alone, undefended? Camels getting more villagers to the rear. Cav archers getting more skirmishers to the center. Camels chasing cav archers to the south. My goodness. Yeah, man, that's the one big issue with Mameluke, that 85 gold cost. And I think he's mined out all 3 patches of gold that were in the rear position of his base. That being said, with these 2 castles, he's got this gold pile. He's got this gold pile. Oh no, oh no, uncontested cav archers. Yeah, Mamelukes are, I think, the most expensive gold-wise unit in a unique unit in the game. And they share that with a few other ones. I think the Ballista Elephant, for example. Oh, that's very sour. 31. Only 14 villager kills, interesting. And this is the problem for Sebastian when his opponent's camels have 170 HP. They're just very tanky. 2 ships passing in the night. Blue realizes his villagers are perhaps at a little bit of jeopardy. Yeah, 85 gold for a Mameluke. Oh no, he's unfurling his trebs in the worst location. They're right here underneath the high ground trebs of the Mameluke, the Saracen. But you know what's gonna shoo away? Whoa. What? What happened? He must not have been paying attention somewhere and absolutely got wrecked somewhere. He must not have been paying attention somewhere. That's what happens with the cav archers. That's why it's such a finicky unit against the Saracens. I mean, he's gonna win this battle with the halberdiers, if anything. He hasn't lost the Treb here yet. Why did he GG so quickly? I guess his villager count is down? Interesting. Let's deep dive into this a little bit, because I feel like the game was a lot closer. Exactly the same number of camels as cav archers. That just shows you how hard fought this was. Skirmishers, halberdiers, same number. Yo didn't GG. Sebastian GG'd with well over 100 villagers and 43 army count. Did he lose access to his gold? He still has the gold over here. Not very easy to mine. Yeah, I don't see any gold on his side of the map. This can't really be mined right now. This maybe can be mined. Wow. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit. That was a very, I agree, a questionable GG. Mr. Yo with 2,500 extra gold. Took all 4 resources, but not by much. Just a 10% bigger economy. A little bit of wood, a little bit of food, a little bit of gold, a little bit of stone. Conversion's not playing a role. Raising's not really that important. Kill count seems very similar. I mean, look at the villager kill count, 92 to 49. For somebody who lost 92 villagers to still be at 105 is pretty good. But I think if I had to guess why Sebastian resigned is, number one, he didn't have any relics besides the one. And where is that relic, by the way? Okay, it is safe up here. But I think the real reason he resigned is because Mr. Yo is just now going to get the gold. The stone, the gold. Sebastian knows about all these resources. He's explored this portion of the map. So he's seen the mining camp here. He's seen this mining camp. He knows the stone miners are here. They've got their pickaxes over their head. So he just realizes, you know what? Even though I'm on par-ish right now, in the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to fall way too far behind. You've got control of all of these resources. Now my 3 trebs are in jeopardy. With these 2 trebs on the high ground and these camels that can outmaneuver the halberdiers, can go left, up, and around and go after the trebs, for example. And wow, okay, that was a very hard fought game. Yeah, running out the clock would have been very painful for him. Like I said, look at the mini map. 1 patch of gold, 2 patch of gold, 2 patches of stone, 3 patches of gold under control of the Saracen, 0 under the control of the Magyar. So, well, there you go. Mr. Yo racks up game number 2 with a victory. And that was a really fun one. Kind of a repeat of game number 1, although a little bit more centralized. Let me load up game number 4. All right, game number 4. We are on migration. Everyone starts on a home island, and everybody tries to fight over the center island. If you tilt your head to the left, it's an H. If you tilt your head to the right, it's an I. So, yeah, whatever letter you see tells you if you're a murderer or not, I guess. In this case, Mr. Yo is the Japanese in red. Sebastian is the Malay. Oh, maybe we'll get to see some fun naval action out of these 2 civilizations. Let's see the harbor. For now, Doc already going up for our Japanese, our Malay. Still exploring the island with his yakety yak, don't talk back, but a Doc going up for him as well. So who do we think is going to make landfall first? Who do you think is going to claim the land? My guess is probably Sebastian. Kanmei, nice to see you. Yes, it is the same map. There's going to be a lot of map over... What's the word I'm looking for? Overlap. Yeah. John has just admitted, and as we all know, an admission made on a YouTube video is legally binding. Chris with the anti-Ned Flanders rhetoric here. And let's see. Both players, 16, 15 villagers. Fishing ships are out. There he goes. So what do they have exactly on Center Island? 8 patches of gold, 6 patches of stone, the usual 6 berry bushes, and a whole bunch of wood. Okay, so they can be either comfortable for a while in there, or they can be very expansionist and jingoistic. Let me catch up on a bit of the chat. Yeah, Doc, that's why I think it's the Malay who's going to try to rush into the center island first to get that control. Unique unit versus unique unit is going to be very hard. I mean, the Malay on land, I don't know what they really can go against the Japanese, because, again, like you're saying, the samurai, even just any infantry unit, will shred through the Karambit, which, first of all, is already weak as shit. But with the 33% faster attacking Japanese infantry, they'll kill that battle elephant in the blink of an eye. They'll kill that Karambit in the blink of an eye. Maybe archers, although the Japanese archer line is pretty strong too. Tanmei, it was fixed today. Thank you. It was a little bit cooler. Now I have my window open. It was a humid AF today, though. Let's see Elefantos from our Malay. But I suspect if we do, I mean, the halberdier line of the Japanese is just going to shred them to pieces. In any event, let's see who goes after Center Island first. Our Malay is going to be in feudal in 30 seconds. Our Japanese is housed. Not for long. And is at 30 population to the 26 of his opponent. So he delayed going up a tiny little bit than our Japanese with their better fishing ships. Galley. Okay. So neither of these civs has any unique unit on the water. 2 docks apiece. Yeah, elephants, they were buffed recently to increase their base movement speed. I don't know if they're like pretty quick, but they're definitely not as slow as they used to be. Marco. Nice to catch you live. Somebody make a move. Okay, galleys are going to start exploring the southern perimeter. Are there any of them heading north? Nope. Immediately 2 galleys. By the time they get here. And that's, by the way, usually the benefit of being the first to move out. That you can get the yakety yaks along the coastline and then use them to explore. Oh, look at that little maneuver, the little twitch to the right. And now all of a sudden Blue has 400 walkable food. Or, sorry, 600. Yeah, I knew when I said 400 that I should click on it and check it out. 600 food of walkable exploration eatables as he now pushes in. But defender's advantage to Mr. Yo, who will be outnumbering his opponent soon. Yeah, exactly. If I was an elephant, especially the Malay elephant that's missing the last 2 armor upgrades, I would not want to be fighting a Japanese halberdier. Look at this. Eating some lemons. Watching the pretty blue butterflies. As the galleys exchange a little bit of fire here. Yeah, exactly, Doc. Imagine our Malay takes Center Island and then rings the entire western border of this island with docks and then upgrades them to harbors. How cool would that be? Imagine just a whole bunch of arrow fire coming along the entire coast here. But Mr. Yo managed to somehow connect with these 2 yaks that were moving to the north. So now he's got eyeballs on Center Island. Yeah, exactly, John. Yakety yak. I love that song. Ever since I saw The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. The opening scene where he's listening to Yakety Yak. Don't talk back. Oh, the 80s. They are my favorite lemon bushes. Oh, Kai McKenzie. Nice to catch you live. My day is going quite well, actually. The games have been fantastic. The viewers have been even better. And so far, everything's been fantastic. We're in game number 4. Is anyone training at transport? Yep, our Japanese is. I'm really surprised that he's being so slow again. My biggest fear right now against the Malay would be having a bunch of harbors jammed into my side. Yep, if you are new here, I'm very terrible at promoting. If you're in the channel, like Doc says, if you're new here, if you don't want to make Doc upset, definitely hit that like button. Or if it's your first time, like I invited you before, come say hello. Like I mentioned, we are a friendly bunch. And the Malay, remember, go up to the next stage 66% faster than normal. Which means that even though the players look like they clicked up at the exact same time, I believe it's, a minute and 6 or a minute and 4 seconds quicker to go up the castles for the Malay. Just a little bit over a minute. By the way, 13 minutes in, we don't have our first kill yet. There we go. Sebastian drawing first blood. A lamb, thank you. I hope so. Doc, that is that is a line my brother says. You have the same sense of humor as my brother, and oh no, oh no, oh no. The 2 Doc special gets discovered here. Did he see it? Did he see it being constructed? Yes, he did. And now he's gonna see this one as well. 2 docks are being placed here. A monastery for our Malay. He wants to protect his villagers from any kind of raiding by this one scout who might die here. I'm keeping an eye on the left side of the map where the navies have also, by the way, disengaged. And uh-oh, Sebastian lost his scout. But these docks, we'll see what they can do. For now, fire galleys as the navy's disengaged. Should Sebastian go home with his navy and start defending here against this? Or should he rely on these navies and dump a bunch of resources, even more resources into navy? See, Doc, to something like that, my brother would say he's a scholar and a gentleman. That's his sense of humor. What an absolute perfect time to catch the construction of these 2 docks by Sebastian. An absolute epic, fortuitous move out with that one transport ship. Villager on villager violence. No, we're not on Rage Forest. This scout's got to be dead, right? Yeah, okay, he does die. Oh, he's body blocking. He's body blocking. Will he actually get the scout? No, he goes after a villager instead. And now get your asses into the transport. Get to the transport. Kill count are even at 9 apiece. It looks like the navies are still engaging one to another. Blue has a significant disadvantage when it comes to numbers. But he's cleared up this forward attack demo ships. Let's keep an eye on this. Ooh, decent shot. And they're still clumped, by the way. But I don't think he's going to have enough time to get the second one out. Down goes the dock and down go the dreams, the hopes of Mr. Yo for some kind of front-loaded shenanigans. He's taunting him with fishing ships, huh? See, Mr. Yo is doing exactly what I thought Sebastian would try to do. And now one player has a whole bunch of infrastructure here, but no town center. The other has a town center, but nothing else. Sebastian doesn't have enough wood to build anything but a couple of houses at the moment. And now using Defender's advantage, he's going to shoo away this red navy as he continues fishing here to the south. Also exploring to the north. You never know what you're going to run into. Might as well get some vision out on the map. Maybe you'll catch a fishing ship or two. Or instead, you might run into 3 full health fire ships with your 2 very weak fire ships. Okay. Sebastian should probably run away here. And run away he does. Mangonel's out for Mr. Yo. Another transport bringing nothing. Why is the transport back here? Not too sure. Sebastian is chasing with his navy. Should he be? I don't know if he really should be doing this. Oh yeah, Doc, that's the Japanese naval feature. And let's see it. You never know when a demo is going to pop out of any of these docks. So far, War Galley, nothing and nothing are popping out of those docks. John, thanks for joining. Have a fantastic night. And yeah, hopefully see you soon. Got a mangonel war developing in the center. Ooh, mutually assured destruction. Town center is still under attack. Another mango for red, nothing for blue, who doesn't have the gold for it. Two versus one, even with a weaker fire ship, should be able to take that battle handily. And now red is chasing into blue over here. Imagine there was like a cool way to portage your ships across land. You can pack them up like a trebuchet, and then like the Volga boatmen just kind of carry them across the land. Anthony, nice to see you. Only 3.5 games in 2 hours. Has it already been 2 hours? Holy shit. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that it's 10 p.m. Yikes. I was having way too much fun. Another mangonel dies for both players. Blue up here to the north, red here to the west. And now he's going after the repairing villagers. But town center's attacking him. Not that much damage out of it. Okay, finally the galleys, or rather I guess the war galleys in this case, are gonna get lit on fire, and Mysterio's not paying attention. He loses half his navy. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Vicente, hello from Chile. Or Chile. Thank you so much. Bienvenido. You actually wish they picked these civs on the land map. Yeah, well, I mean, there is land on this map. Looking on the bright side. Oh, Mysterio's losing way too much navy here. But Sebastian does lose 2 fire ships. Castle going up for our Malay. Are we going to get to see a Karambit spam? Oh, thank you so much, Vicente. I really want to go to Chile one day. Hello from exotic Oshawa. Nice. SS-71, pretty close to where I am. Well, Doc, I mean, I assume this green stuff is land. But I'm ching. Let's see karambits, let's see samurais, let's see mangonels. Well, we are seeing karambits. There's already 3, 4, 5 zerglings being trained here. Navies continue. I mean, this must be one of the most low energy naval engagements I've seen in a pro game, especially in a tournament pro game. Neither player is really committing more than 7, 8, or 9 ships at a time. They're both taking a few scrapes and bruises and then running away from one another, although now it's Sebastian's turn not to be paying attention. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. And down goes his entire navy. Of course I had to open my big mouth. Here we go, karambits. Oh my god, he was trying to dodge the attack round so much, trying to do so much fancy maneuvering. He ended up losing 2 karambits to it. The monk should be able to heal these up literally in the blink of an eye. They have 30 freaking HP. Astrid, a fellow Torontonian. Nice. Seb's eco isn't great. He's got more eco than Mr. Yo. He's got the same amount of gold, no food, decent amount of wood. And soon he'll have enough stone for another castle. Both of them are running on very shoestring economies at the moment. But one side has many, many karambits. I'm glad I've got some local viewers here. Oshawa, Toronto. Yeah, you have to look at the total economic count here to see the total combo. Let's see what's going on around the map as the Karambits try to close. We've got a Romeo and Juliet yakety yak situation here to the north. A few red yaks behind enemy lines, and that's basically it. Ooh, Mr. Yo. He's sneaking his navy in through the south. Now the Karambits, they're not going to last very long against the castle, so they get the hell out of here. Can they do anything? Not really. 2 town centers, 3 town centers. Oh, he's luring the monk with the other. Oh, very close. Sorry, I was stuttering over my words there. True, Doc, you are a former Commonwealth. They used to send the prisoners to Australia, and all the people who believed a bunch of nonsense to Canada that they would get 50 acres and a mule or whatever. All you had to do was clear 50 acres of forest, and then you would get a free sheep or something. Oh, we've got an Albertan in the house as well. That's right. Is it a nice day? Oh my god! Doc, you wanted to see it. The samurai are out. The Karambit already is weak as shit. It is a unique unit, which means plus 10 damage against it. Well, Astrid, I'm glad you said hi. I'm glad you've been watching for a while. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised when people like the content. Doc, I actually saw a video the other day during my doom scrolling on Instagram of this family in Australia whose kids were they had like 2 babies, like a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. And all of a sudden the father hears them screaming in their room, and he goes in, and there's just giant red snake inside one of the play baskets next to the toys. Just a giant red snake, you know, and then the father just goes and picks it up like it's nothing. You know, just Australia things. And I'm thinking like, oh my god. As beautiful as Australia is, I don't know, I don't think I have the stomach for all the spiders and all the various insane wildlife. Here in Canada, the worst thing in Toronto we have are a bunch of raccoons that break into your garbage. 2 Trebs down is a fantastic get, even though he lost a Mangonel and a bunch of Karambits for it. As is getting a bunch of monks. Another Mangonel, more samurai. Oh, I really want the samurai to get buffed to make them move a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. I don't like that they can be so easily converted by monks. Tanmei, it's the Canadian civ bonus. Believe what the king tells you. Come here and realize that the 50 acres of land is literally just jungle. Converted samurai attacking his former friends. Now they're chasing a Mangonel. Whackety whack, and he's done. How's that Malay castle doing? Not bad. Not really being repaired at the moment, but against... Okay, now 2 trebuchets. Red has laid a blockade to the north of Malay Center, home island rather. His fire ships are now attacking, so Mr. Yo is just slowly enveloping his opponent. Although there is still a decent-sized Malay navy here. 10 fire ships and 5 more on the way. He is retorting with his own trebuchet. He's finally repairing his castle, but he's got 37 stone. And there's Cataperuto. The Trebs are going to fire. What is it? 25% faster? Pack and unpack, or 33% faster, my bad. And pack and unpack 4 times faster. Oh, you keep those myths of snake to keep us out? Needless you, hello, hello. There's a bald eagle nest in Toronto? What? Where is that? Why would a bald eagle come to Toronto? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1 monk down. Are you kidding me? 1 monk? That's all they got? Blockade to the north looked like it's about to get attacked. Not really much happening here in front of Mr. Yo's base. More fire ships are here. At this point, Mr. Yo might want to plop down another dock to get rid of defender's advantage entirely. Oh, needless you, this is such a fantastic set. Well, in Toronto, you won't really be chased by grizzly bears. You'll be chased by raccoons, which are very cute. Don't get me wrong. They're very adorable with their little tiny hands and their little panda faces, but they're just full of diseases. If they weren't full of like rabies, they'd be such a cute little animal. No, Anthony, I haven't started playing yet. Update on the Romeo and Juliet yaks. They are no longer Romeo and Juliet. They are, they've become either one converted to the family of the other. Trebs are now under bombardment. Another Malay castle is being attacked, repaired. But you're not going to beat Cataparuto, Trebs. Look how quickly it freaking packs and unpacks 4 times faster. 4 samurai are, by the way, enough to take on this entire horde of karambits. How the hell are these Trebs still alive? Nobody wants to engage underneath a castle. Nobody wants to engage into samurai. Get away from behind the trees so we can see all of the action nice and clearly. I think our Japanese, by the way, also has Yasama towers. So extra arrows being fired here. Malay castle somehow has not fallen right up until I open my big mouth. And down it goes. The samurai engage and the karambits are going to melt. But you know what? Take a look at the water. Sebastian has cleared the blockade. Home Island is safe, but Center Island is falling. A villager attacking a bombard cannon. Damn you, she says. Town Center joins in on the fun. Another mob descends on the BBC. Samurai, boss-ass samurai taking down a Treb, a villager. Yeah, he's got Yasama towers. Projectile count 2 extra. Corey, my wife's where she used to live, who used to be frequented by so many opossums. I forget, do we Canadians call them opossums or just possums? I forget which one is the American and which one is the Canadian. By the way, this is a lot of villagers. This is a lot of villagers trying to get this town center up. Only for it to get immediately bombarded here by these trebuchets. Kai McKenzie. Ooh. In the Discord, we are trying to organize community games. I've just been really, really lazy with Discord. Needless, you used to have a pet trash panda. Interesting. That is like I said, they're an adorable animal, but they're so full of diseases. What a death animation for this one poor bastard. But Mr. Yo, with the control of Center Island, he gave up water control. Sebastian had to invest a lot of resources into wresting control of the water from him. And he's even gotten his own cannon galleon, but maybe he spent a bit too much controlling the water, and then that didn't allow him to really protect his land base. He lost 2 castles, and now he's being pressed into with these ridiculous Japanese trebs and towers, Yasama and Cataparuto. His villagers are basically donezo over here, chased by a samurai or 2. Wow, Mr. Yo takes a 3-1 lead. Ships and ships and ships and ships. Samurai to karambits. I think the samurai take that fight handily. And let's take a look at the stats. The economy's very identical. Very identical. Wow. Trash resources to our Malay. Scarce resources to our Japanese. 23 conversions out of an army count of 153 is pretty damn good. And what is that, like 15% army of the Malay army became Japanese? Wow, fantastic stats. Kill count? Yeah, there you go. Well, I guess he's facing off against karambits, so the kill count's going to be a little bit skewed anyway, but 3 times as many villager kills. All right. That was that was pretty epic. Let's move on to game number 5 and see if this is going to be a 4-1 sweep. All right, game loaded. Needless You, thank you so much for the $5 super chat in the heart. I appreciate that so much. I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Especially this game, one of my favorite maps, Alpine, where everyone starts in a big zit, in a big popped pimple. With everyone's favorite scout unit, the horse. Doesn't even specify what kind of horse, it just says horse. Oh, I don't say that. I appreciate anything. Thank you so much, Needless You. It is very much appreciated. So we've got Romans versus Lithuanians. I'm going to mute my microphone again for just a second while I take a sip of water. Be back in a sec. Yeah, right? Yeah, let's see some of that horse micro. You are a red horse, which by process of elimination means that you are a blue horse. Both players gathering their boars off to the side of their map, getting lumber camps up. Looks like Monsieur already has his lumber camp up and running. 13 villagers a pop. Are you blue or are you red? Oh, you're blue. Only two ways to tell. You highlight or you wait until he goes behind a tree. Like we saw yesterday, and then his shadow goes blue. Come on. There you go. You saw his foot turn blue there? They're not being very cooperative, these horses. I want to... There we go. You see him blue? There you, Age of Empire silliness. They're continuing to explore the map. So far, no one has tried to block any boar pulls as of the 3-minute mark. Oh, sorry. I think my mouse dropped. Oh, Anthony, you're absolutely right. Or the mini-map. Very true. So I guess there's 3 ways to identify the horse is a horse. Of course, of course. Blue, okay. In comes the red horse. Will he see the boar pole? I don't think he sees this, what we see, though. And even if he did see it, definitely not in time to stop any of it. Ooh, might want to protect some of your geese. Good amount of scouting from both players, continuing to circle. Catherine, nice to see you. Thanks for the super chat. for the something tells me tonight he's going to be crying a lot, but I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. That is definitely going straight into a cup of coffee. Blue horse right, red horse left. For now, barracks are the name of the game. Both players heading up to feudal off the back of the exact same number of villagers. Barracks in the exact same location for both. And with 5 seconds of TC idle time, it is our Lithuanian who reaches the next stage a little bit later than the Roman. Remember, the Romans, the villagers are a little bit quicker on their feet. Oh, Catherine, you don't have to apologize. I appreciate you joining. Hope you had a good time as well. Yeah, so far the games have been real exciting. Needless to you, this is a very awesome map because you're starting one right next to the other. And it's a very resource-rich map. There is a lot of gold and a lot of stone, but none of it is ever safe. It's very hard to mine. Very hard to gather resources here. Let's see, so far. Very pacifistic game. No one's really pushing into anyone else. Blue is exploring the rear. Oh, he's he's laming Mr. Yosh deer. That is lame indeed. Oh, man. But wait a second. I think I saw Spearman for Red doing the exact same, or at least here. And oh my god, look how amazingly similar the playstyles are for these two guys. Both doing the exact same thing to one another. So, what is that? 560 food down the toilet for Red, 560 food down the toilet for Blue. Horses are still around. Looks like they've taken a bit of damage. No kills just yet. Oh, Catherine, that all sounds amazing. Mexican food, $3 margaritas, and you got to practice your Spanish. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Blue is killing them preemptively. So that's... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Might as well get... what is it going to be? A little over 120 food. Canada Confederated. I don't think anyone wants to know how Canada Confederated. He's continuing to cull the local deer population, is Mr. Yo. Sebastian doing the exact same thing, continuing to do it. They've killed more deer than each other's units at the moment. Were they all drunk on Confederacy? Or, no, sorry, not Confederacy. That's something completely different in the U.S. On Confederation. Oh, that William Mackenzie. Actually, first kill of the game. Going to Mr. Yo. Okay, now you guys are just messing with me. Wrote the Constitution on beaver pelts. By the way, there is a tower up here for our Lithuanian poking and prodding away at this mill. Spearman, okay, he's had enough of killing deer. He's like, oh, what do I look like to you, Joe Rogan? Let me hunt the greatest game of all, human. They were drunk, and then Marco made up the part about the beaver pelt. Okay, good to know. Oh, I wouldn't put past anybody in history. Another kill for Sebastian, takes the kill lead 2-1. Villagers have had enough of this one spearman poaching their turf. These deer belong to us, to the Lithuanian Commonwealth, they say. Exactly, the beaver pelt thing does sound like it can be true. That's how they got the motion through. Damn. I thought the railroad was how they got the motion through, promising to build a big old railroad across Canada. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red's army is a little squishier, but Blue's army gets squished by villagers. What is going on? The whole village is partaking in this action. Who's getting the better of this? I'm not too sure right now. A few reinforcements for Blue coming in. Another reinforcement for Red. Loses his scouts. Or rather, a scout has one left. Well, you know, after the last game where we got to see Imperial Age Saracen camels taking on Magyar heavy cav archers, it's good to see some low friction battles like scouts versus villagers versus skirmishers versus spearmen. You know, this game offers everything to everyone at all times, and so now Blue is very firmly taking the kill lead as well as he's this guy's trying to get the hell out of here. What is with these units flying across the edge of the world? Ooh, Spearman taking on Big Mill. That would be fun. True, imagine they had Age of Empires during like the 1800s. Let's see it. The WLM isn't very hot. The Roman one is what, 65, 66? Yeah, 50% is pretty low. What? I was in the middle of reading a chat. What the hell happened? What? 37 villagers. Okay, he's got 37 villagers to 42. Of the 37, 6 of them are here. So really 31 villagers to 42. Did Sebastian click up the castle or something? What the hell was that? I mean, look at Sebastian's base. He's got a completely well-secured expansion to the back. Front is nice and secure. Mysterio just hasn't had the time or resources, but did like another strange GG. The score's not bad. He's only 10% apart. It's like 350 points, 15%. Damn. Yeah, Marco, I almost missed this one too. But Sebastian takes a point off Mysterio. It is now 3-2. Is it even worth it to look at the kills and economy? 26 kills to 14, 4 villager kills to 0. Skirmishers. I mean, you know, it was a short game with not a lot of units when Horse is your third most produced unit. And that's hilarious. Maybe the resources are what... Nah, even the resources aren't that bad. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Did Mysterio need to resign? Probably not, but should he have resigned? Probably. If he had the caster view that we have, and he saw Sebastian expansion to the back, his entire up and running economy, while he's still stuck in the pimple and he can't really move out, and he's lost 26 units, including 4 villagers already. He's just way too far behind. And yeah, okay, let's move on to the next game. Let me load it right up. Ooh, we're in for a treat here. I like this map. I like enclosed. Basically, if you're not familiar how this map looks like, you start on basically like the Batman signal in this case. One player on either side of a very narrow forest. This is a bit more of a fair enclosed. Usually on enclosed, one side of the forest is longer than the other. Here they kind of look to be equidistant. Everyone starts in a bit of a nook with a bunch of yaks. And then additional resources out in front, like the gold, the berries, the stone. Let's take a look at the resource count. So just a little bit more than your usual. Instead of 8,400 stone, it's 10,500. Instead of 28,500 gold, it's 35,200. A lot of wood, a lot of food. So a very rich map and a very rich pair of civilizations. We've got the Franks to the south by Mr. Yo in red. So he's going to want to get on the berries ASAP with their 15% faster berry workers. And then we got the Slav to the north. I want to start plopping down farms. Yeah, you like the transition, right, Catherine? I think I'm going to keep it. Maybe the screens will change, but I think the transition... Yo lost a lot of army, ton of vills. Yeah, that's what I figured. My name is... I like your nickname. Yeah, he suffered a bit too much early game damage. Your girlfriend is black, you'd be considered Irish, mutt, native, 19th century. With needless, it's a nice transition, right? Awesome. Well, there we go. Let's see who explores the edges of their world first. A couple of yaks. Scout is pushing deer. So there's usually on enclosed a decent amount of starting food, and the berries are pretty close and easy to wall off. It's annoying when they're on a hill. Makes walling them off a little bit harder on the eye. But the amount of yaks, I mean, this is 900 food. This is very much enough, together with the rhino, to get you comfortably, if not up to Castle Age, then very, very close with the berries to up to Castle Age. And by the way, Komodo dragon is the animal, wild animal of choice for today's matchup. Had the greatest of time, Roman descendant living in the Patriarchate of Aquilia. I hope I said that right. Yo with the Franks seems dangerous. It's hard to say. I mean, yeah. Yo with the Franks does seem dangerous, but Slavs, never discount the Slavs because they can go toe-to-toe with the Frankish Paladin. That Boyar can sure go freaking toe-to-toe with a Frankish Paladin. And so if we're lucky enough to see those two beasts of a unit. My name is, I nailed it. Abusing the phonetic weirdness of the English language, where the Z is pronounced the same as an S. Sebastian is exploring the eastern portion of the map. Mysterio has discovered where his opponent is. Has Sebastian seen where his opponent is? Does he really care? You kind of know where your opponent is, right? I guess you kind of know what want to know what your opponent is doing, although when you're facing off against the Franks, probably a good bet that you're going to get to see cavalry early on. And so I think maybe Sebastian realizes I don't really need that much vision. Maybe I'll look for relics. Is that what he's doing? If so, mission absolutely failed. Mission not accomplished because he missed the relics which appear to be on the path. Interesting. They're all on the attack paths. And are there only 4 relics on the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Oh, that's there's a 5th relic up here. So our Slav has missed all. Oh, look at that. Look at how sour. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wake up the baby. Look at how sour this is. Literally right here. Oh, I hate and love when that kind of shit happens. And out come the Frankish scout units. Yeah, Chris, I wasn't really trying that hard. I was trying. I think I was pronouncing it more Spanish than I was Italian. Tanmay, I don't think that's how they spawn usually on this map. No, I don't think they all spawn right on this nice road leading from one base to the other. I think they just spawn normally. I very much do not speak Italian. I can pretend to speak Italian, like everyone who speaks English thinks they can, with a lot of hand gestures and a very Brad Pitt Inglorious Bastard style terrible accent. No kills yet. 9 minutes into the game. We've got an archery range for our Frank as well. But Chris can definitely speak Italian, I would hope. Just wave my hands. Exactly, that's what I was talking about. I can speak like New Jersey Sopranos Italian. If you want to pass the gabagoo. So Doc, interesting that you say it's a me Mario. I actually saw, speaking of like conspiracy theories and stuff, you know it's not it's me Mario, right? In Japanese, apparently Itsumi means super. And so he's saying Itsumi Mario, Super Mario, not it is me Mario. How cool is that? If that's true. I don't speak Japanese either, so it's a pretty nifty little thing that I remember seeing. Itsumi, like one word, Itsumi. It's not it is me Mario. How but we all think he's saying it's a me Mario. Come on, engage into one another here. Scout's not really doing much. 4 on 4. The Frank with the 20% extra HP does outnumber HP-wise his opponent. Clears up the entire Slavic attack inside his base. Archers now feel comfortable to move out. They have 2 kills. Yeah, I mean, look it up to confirm, but I think that's what I read. I think the designer of the game was like laughing that people keep saying it's me Mario. He's like, that's not what I was saying at all. I was saying Itsumi Mario. But again, I can neither confirm nor deny. I do not speak Japanese. I barely speak English, to be honest. Do the Mario voice again? Maybe. Oh, needless, I'm an absolute fountainhead of the most useful and useless information in the world. In any event, our Slav is very much walled in here. This is a very interesting play out of Sebastian. He does not want to take any kind of risks from this Frankish attack. He knows that, like you guys were saying, the Franks in the hands of Mr. Yo are going to be very problematic and deadly to deal with. I don't know that he wants to engage into here either, but with 6 scouts? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is going to be a lot of dead villagers. He does have bloodlines. Why are you attacking the mill? Get your asses to attacking the villagers. So if you move forward to body block, they get 1. And he survives. One last guy to tell the story. The bad guys always leave one person alive to tell the story. Trivia night. Oh, my name is that. Is that what it is? Itsumi is a name? Did somebody ask about the Franks and Halbs? Oh, Inception 85. Yeah, they do get halberdiers. The Frankish infantry line, I believe, is pristine. They have basically everything. Grognard. Kai McKenzie, I have an interesting fact for you. I used to play miniatures made out of pewter. In particular, the 7 Years' War of 1756. Considered by some to be the first actual world war. I was the Austrian army. And then I got the Russian army, too. So I was one of those nerds with a hobby. In my younger days. My high school days. Oh, Catherine, did I screw that story up? Supermarket. Inception, you think they'll go Cav and Halbs? Let's see it. I would love to see some Slavic halberdiers with Druzhina. A little bit of trample damage. That's certainly one way to deal with the heavy Frankish cavalry. You asked Google what Itsumi means, and it told me it means superb or great. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I said. That's what I was talking about. All right. You see the kind of stuff you learn here at Cast of Empires? It's not just about Age of Empires. The last 5 minutes, by the way, are probably why I will never get invited to co-cast with any serious caster. They'll be talking about the game. Mem will be going, look at the resources, look at the villager count, look at the army supply, look at the battle to the bottom of the map. And I'll be saying, did you know that Tom and Jerry wasn't real? Did you know that Nicolas Cage owns 7 Tyrannosaurus Rex skulls? That'll be the last time I'm invited to see. Oh, don't get me started about the Titanic and conspiracy theories. The Titanic sinking is just absolutely crazy in terms of conspiracy theories. Oh, needless you, that's funny. But how funny is that? Everyone thinks he's the guy saying Itsumi Mario, but he's not. Apparently. In any event, apparently we've got 42 villagers to 35, and both our players are heading up to the castle age. A little bit of friction in feudal, nothing too crazy. Our Slav still very firmly hiding in his base, very much afraid of the Frank. He's got a little bit of an expansion out here, finally getting the gold he needs. But our Frank is going crossbows. Okay. One Titanic conspiracy is that it was sunk because there were a bunch of proponents on it that were against central banking. And so it was sunk so that they would die, and then the US could implement central banking and all that. All the conspiracy theories that came from that. The Itsumi Mario has been debunked by someone who is native Japanese. One who claimed to me Super Mario already retracted it. Oh. Well, see, that's why I said it's a conspiracy theory. Here we go. Our Frank is here. Now he's got light cav. This is going to be very, very bad for those scout units. Uh-oh. And in the blink of an eye, Sebastian is going to absolutely overwhelm these crossbowmen. There's a horde of Slavic cavalry here. And Mr. Yo's entire offensive force has just been reset to 0. This guy's running home. Nothing he can do on his own. But Mr. Yo's expanded to the back. He's got a good amount of infrastructure. He's got his secondary structures. Already starting to put up a kind of a wall off. Komodo Dragon activates. And then dies. Knight goes on a mission of exploration. Both players in castles. One has a monastery, the other. No monastery yet for Mr. Yo. So will Sebastian start gathering relics? He is training a monk. Interesting. Yeah, anytime you say the word central banking, there's like a million conspiracy theories. Yeah, I have no clue why he's going archers. That is a very good question. Our Frank is going archers. And he's going pikemen. He managed to stop a few of those light cavalry units from getting even more damage done. A third town center for our Slav, a second only for our Frank. But the point is, my various tangents are not to everyone's liking, I guess. He's trying to maneuver. He's trying to get some kind of villager kills, but Mr. Yo is way too quick. No, very quick. One monk gets a conversion, and our Slav gets to get the hell out of here. But you know what? For 4 or 5 units to keep the pressure on your opponent's side of the map is not terrible at all. While you grow your economy, he's 9 villagers ahead. Army count is identical. He's got a third town center. Our Slav is absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. He's even selling wood for gold and then using that gold for more knights. And remember, in the Castle Age, knights with bloodlines, which is what the Slavs get, are pretty much identical to Frankish knights. It's really the Cavalier, and then the Cavalier barely. It has like 4 extra HP, but it's really the Paladin with the 12 extra HP where the Frankish bonus seems to shine. But in Castle Age, not very much difference, if any, to be honest. Look at the Komodo Dragon. Look at him. Look at him waddling across the floor trying to catch the skirmisher into its minimum range. By the way, he's probably going to kill that skirmisher. But we've got bigger fish to fry as a light cav gets converted. Good RNG there. Oh my god, he's going to get the skirmisher. Come on, 2 more attacks. 1. And heal your unit. Heal your unit, you stupid monk. Oh, he gets him. Look how much bigger than the skirmisher that Komodo Dragon actually is. Pikeman clearing up another incursion to the east. Mr. O, by the way, is also on 3 town centers now. Perhaps a little bit too late. He's down 12 villagers. He is ahead in army count, but a lot of the army count is right here at home. Out of 16, 10 of it is pike. And defensive pike, 4th town center for him as well. Another scout trying to keep tabs on the left side of the map. Oh, they get the monk. He was so close to bringing that relic home. Sebastian's got 2 relics to the one of Mr. Yo. It was gonna be 3 until those light cav showed up. Tanmay, I think I also heard that about boat. Doc, we probably will see Druzhina. If the Frank goes heavy on the cavalry, or even infantry, I don't see why the Slav wouldn't respond with trample damage infantry. What exactly is a boat? Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson has a whole video where he discusses that the most important scientific discovery in the history of humankind was the first person who noticed that dense materials can float on water if they're positioned accordingly, and created ships to explore the world. I think he said that on Joe Rogan. Okay, parties disengage. Edelweiss. Itsumi is a Japanese surname which has nothing to do with the Mario franchise. It can mean super or superb. Interesting. Well, like I said, it's a conspiracy theory for a reason. Oh no, now the Komodo dragon is slithering after a knight. It has the hunger for blood. It wants more meat. Panther. Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan. I forget if they were getting high together or not. I don't know if Neil deGrasse Tyson was getting high, but Joe Rogan definitely was. And when he gets high, who knows what the hell he'll start talking about. And he'll just sit there going, whoa. Knight taking on what looks like a knight again. Look at the stats, basically identical. Does look like the Slavic knight will prevail here if Mr. Yo presses. He does, he dies. And now he takes down a Komodo dragon, does our Slav in blue, who is beginning to mass a bit of a scary army here. What does he have? 19 knights, pikemen, squires on the way against 20 pike and 3 light cab. So his pike can engage into this pike. There are better attack upgrades for blue, better armor upgrades for red. 1 monk down, 2 monk down, 3 monk down, not a single conversion. 300 gold down the shitter for our Frank, who's now been pushed back here by a very Castle Age army. This is about as quintessential Castle Age as you can get. Knights and pikemen. Random villagers moving in among all of this, and all of a sudden Mr. Yo's army count has absolutely melted. Good news for him, he's got 2 full town centers and a tower here to defend against this. Well, yeah, exactly. If our Frank goes hand cannoneer, he's going to wreck any kind of infantry. You think he was laying the groundwork for that? Oh, Tanmei Das Boot is a fantastic movie. But, yeah. Goodbye, Lenin. Is a paddle boat a boat? Ooh. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know. Lots and lots of questions. Oh, come on with these freaking Komodo dragons. By the way, look at the stream of units down the right side of the map. And 2 villagers as well. He wants to cause a lot of damage, but pikemen are clearing up his knights to the left. He's going after the mill. He's going after big mill industries. But holy moly, is our Slav doubling down on knights. And Sebastian, who was quivering inside of his little nook a second ago, is expanding significantly on the north side of the mini-map here. By the way, how far are the players from one another now that they've been jacking lumber for a while? How many lumber? 1, 2, 3, 4 trees apart. Okay, you always have to worry about a tower being placed or a castle push or any kind of siege. And oh, Mr. Yo, all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, just started collapsing. Knights are in his main base. His pikemen are clearing up this incursion. I thought he would be very safe underneath the town centers in the tower. And now our Slav is slowly getting cleaned up. Knights, as strong and cool as they are, can't really stand toe-to-toe with the town center. And now he's leading the Knights straight into a bunch of pikemen. They've got really nowhere to go right now. Build a palisade gate and trap them in. The Knights are going to run circles. Maybe not. Maybe they're going straight through the halberdiers. Look at how cool Mr. Yo is. How calm and collected he ungarrisons his villagers in the middle of this onslaught. And there's the gate. I thought it was going to be a palisade. He's going for a stone one. The Knights are trapped. But there's more reinforcements coming. Our Slav is just not stopping. What did he do with those villagers, by the way? Why are there 2 militias here in the middle of all of this? Frankish castle is up. Mistrio has almost enough stone for another one. The Knights inside the settlement have been killed. The Knights outside the settlement are running around. But Mr. Yo is in Imperial. Sebastian's got the resources. He's got to click up. He just clicked up right now. So Mr. Yo has a 3-minute advantage. But, okay, well, there you go. You said hand cannoneer. You're going to get it with the chemistry upgrade. I'm assuming that's what it's for. Pikemen tinkling against each other. Oh, my goodness. Knights. What a hilarious turn of events that our Slav is going Knights and our Frank is going Pikemen in 30 seconds Halberdiers. A band of Knights and Pike attacking here. Blue is retreating, leading Mr. Yo on a chase to the left, leading him on a chase to the bottom. Ouch. He's using the maneuverability of the Knights well, but ultimately he is running into bands of these Pikemen and dying. Chemistry is going to be finishing up soon. The Pikemen are now Halberdiers, which means they're going to be even more deadly to these Knights if they actually attack the Knights. I mean, Sebastian is moving into these Halberdiers. The Halberdiers are not responding for some reason. Looks like they finally killed those blue pikemen over here. How many trees are now between us? Still 4. Man, that plus 32 attack bonus against the Knight's shitty HP must be absolutely fun for Mr. Yo. And there are the hand cannoneers. I hope so, Catherine. 55 on food for Sebastian. There's detonets. So his castle is going to be a little bit cheaper in terms of stone count. No heavy cavalry for either player except for those 25 knights. I think he's going to a tram switch. Let's see it. He's going into Cavaliers with Blast Furnace and Halberdiers of his own. He does have the Slavs do have the 15% cheaper siege. And now army count's very scary. Sebastian is ahead in all metrics. 45 army count to 34, 144 vills to 107. How many trees are now between the players? Still 4. How is it still 4? How is it still 4? Been 4 for the last 20 minutes. Astrid, thank you so much, and thanks for joining and saying hello, fellow Torontonian. And after all of that insane aggression, our Slav has been repelled. And as cheap as his castles are, he can now afford 1.5 of them. And oh no, Slavic Hussars. I say oh no because their farmers work 15% faster, which means they're just going to absolutely start spamming the shit out of their Hussars. Oh my goodness, 4 Trebs. And there's the heavy Scorpion to counter the hand cannoneers, I guess. Missio's gone up to 15 hand cannoneers. He's establishing a very immobile but very powerful army right now. Are there any forward siege workshops? Yeah, 2 of them here on the right side. Look at this badass here in the center of the square, feeling mighty good with himself. Where are the 2 militias? No, the 2 militias died. No, I don't think the militia are going to get upgraded either. They're dead. Let's see it. Castle down. Halberdiers against Cavaliers. Halberdiers should take that handily, especially with the hand cannoneer support, but without a castle. Okay, so Sebastian abandons his cheaper, shittier spearman line units, saves his heavy cavalry. Although, look at their HP. Yikes, get a monk in here, get a castle. Speaking of monks, 3 relics to 2. Blue is pushing down the left side of the map as well. Mr. Yo is slowly getting pressed into a corner here. Into a big corner, but a corner nonetheless. Bombard cannons are wrecking the Treb count. He used to have 4, now he's got 2. Cavalier pops out, he sees the BBC exposed. And it's actually the Treb that gets the BBC. Even though not a Hunnic Treb, not a Briton Treb. There's the Onager upgrade as well from our Slav. He is pulling it. How many? He's got 14 Hussars. Are they going to stream down the left side? Are they going to stream down the right side? Are they going to stream down the middle? Where now finally we've got 2 trees separating the players. That being said, Slavic Castle is down. And our Frank is reclaiming the land upon which it was built with a Frankish castle. So we've got an actual battle of cheaper castles here. Cheaper stone castles, I should say. Siege engineers for our Slav as well. For his 2 trebs, his siege army, if and when it pops out. Halberdiers just don't have the numbers here. Oh no. I'm starting to get scared here for Mr. Yo's army. Numerically superior. There is a castle, but hand cannoneers on their own are weak as shit. That slow firing rate is just always betrays them. And look at them die. Oh my god, this is brutal. Why are there only 4 halberdiers here? How many barracks does Mr. Yo have? Only 6. He's got 1,200 wood. Put down 6 more barracks, please. Hussars chasing BBCs. They get both of them. Mission accomplished. Trading trash for gold. Banter. It's hard to say who wins at the moment. I want to see who pushes into who, because now it's open here, by the way. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. Very soon to be open. Whoever pushes into who, I think is going to win. Another castle. That's such an awesome feature. Replaces your 40% of your stone cost with wood. And look at how many hussars. He really is pulling a Hera right now. This is enough to take care of this Frankish infantry. Our Frank abandoned ship loses the castle up here. It is being taken down by hussars. When's the last time we saw a castle getting taken down by hussars? I mean, obviously there's a couple of trebs that softened it up significantly. Heavy scorpions fire. Heavy scorpions miss. Bombard cannon is crushing as many of these scorpions as he can. Another one will fall. And now Sebastian's going straight for that scorpion. The bombard cannon, rather. And here we go. Sebastian is pressing with a castle. Or at least making sure Mr. Yo doesn't press into him with a castle. A couple of Frankish bombard cannons are here as well. Random, where the hell did you come from? Where did this treb come from? Oh yeah, this is not enough halberdier to stop this. You are way too slow. You're out of position. I like that before they died, they fired against the treb. Oh, look, he saved one of them. Okay. Sebastian is pressing in on 3 different fronts. Although Mr. Yo is pressing back. We've got treb on treb violence. I would love to see some throwing axemen right now. Even with the scorpions, I would love to see some throwing axemen. There's really only 3 scorpions here. Am I a fan of the funny jaw and funny Tsar memes? Ooh, you'll have to tell me what those are. Yeah, Mr. Yo looked like he was in trouble population-wise for a while. By the way, what is he doing up here? He's expanding to the right? What is he hoping to accomplish here? Maybe get the gold or the stone? So let's see what's going on, because his bombard cannons are still here. They're dodging the fiery balls of one treb. It's probably going to go straight after that treb. You need 3 bombard cannonballs to hit. Okay, and now we can go after the castle to the center. Kind of a defensive, kind of not with the onager here. I don't know what this game plan is for Sebastian here in the center. Is it to hold or to push? And now he's going to pull a Hera and just absolutely insert these hussars everywhere. Looks like Mr. Yo's treb here has died. More hussars. How many stables does our Slav have, by the way? Only 11. That's not a lot for a game at the 53-minute mark. Oh, you got a T-62 tank. I used to love painting tanks when I was a kid. I don't think Druzhina has been researched, no. If there was an infantry unit for blue, I would click and see if there's an area of effect range, but no, I don't think it has been researched. By the way, Slavic castle has fallen, which leaves the road open now to this Slavic castle. So Mr. Yo is holding here, surprisingly, with a bunch of halberdiers. But Sebastian is slowly just gobbling up more and more of the map. And that never works out well for the defensive player. Almost never. Co-casting with Dave? I'd love to. Another fellow Canadian. I know this is like the unfortunate part of being a neutral observer when it's a best of 7 and you're in game number 6. You kind of want Sebastian to win just so you can see a game number 7. Mysterio is pushing back though. He's cleared up the village. No, never mind, didn't clear them out. They're just up here repairing. Look at Sebastian's stone count. What is he waiting for? Drop 5 castles right now. Okay, we're about to see if he has Druzhina, because I see Halberdiers for our Slav on the way. So we'll see if I missed that upgrade. Richard, what did you miss? An absolute mess of 5 games and a mess of game number 6. Slavic Castle, one more volley will fall. And Mysterio secured the western portion of his empire. All right, where are those Slavic Halberdiers? Let's see if they have an attack. No, they don't. So no Druzhina just yet. Mysterio is holding on here with Frankish Halberdiers. Again, the Frankish infantry line is pretty damn good for a generic infantry line. So not surprising that he's holding on here, but against Scorpions? And the bomber cannon keeps missing the Scorpions. They keep moving around and he misses it again. Should get it this time, right? Yeah, okay, he does get it. Ooh, but the Halberdiers die. Mysterio knows it. He moves back immediately. Finally, more barracks for Mr. Yo, who moves in. He wants the stone. He's got 0 stone. He's got 1 castle left. He's got 1,000 gold. He's got no food. 2,800 wood. And now he's pushing back against this castle. He has resecured the northern part of his main settlement. Hussars are not going to accomplish diddly squat right now. There is no opening for them to attack through, but they're going after the weaker house. The villager doesn't realize. Oh no. He's going after the bombard cannon. He gets the bombard cannon. No more treb. No. Okay, forget the treb. The good news for Mr. Yo here on the right side is that Sebastian doesn't have any siege. Any trebuchets right now. And Mr. Yo, by the way, has secured this gold. For all the good that it's doing him, he's got 1,400 gold, and he's not doing anything with it. Bombard cannons. Oh no, he's throwing away these halberdiers for no reason. Treb is down. Castle is still up for our Slav. He's at 200 population. Mysterio's barely at 150. He needs to get Druzhina, 100%. He needs it bad. My question is, what is Sebastian going to do with all his stone? Why does he have so much stone but so few castles? Halberdiers, not too sure you want to engage into a bunch of Scorpions, heavies. Oh, our Slav discovers the gold mining operation right as Mr. Yo plops down his second mining camp. And oh, I don't know if his castle is going to go up, but there's really only... Okay, never mind. He's bringing more units. Castle immediately at 30%. Definitely going to go up before the blue castle. And probably going to go up, right? I don't know that Sebastian's going to be able to stop this castle from going up. Let's see it. Oh, it does go up. Okay. Sebastian has just been absolutely non-stop aggressing against Mr. Yo, who, by the way, looks like he lost his bombard cannons here to a bunch of hussars. And so his push out on the left side is done. And now he's facing a push in through the center. Mr. Yo needs to get his population numbers up. But this is not going to be good for the... you are not exactly Polish winged hussars with Lakitic legacy. How many barracks does he have now? 11 to the 11 stables. What's going on over here? Look at this. Mr. Yo has secured this location. Okay, this is 3,400 gold. He's getting more bombard cannons. He's getting more hand cannoneers. A battering ram as well. Hussars are cleaning this area up. Another small little army force moving forward. No, no, no. Don't go too far forward. Don't go too far forward. Stay right next to the bombard cannons. Oh, Sebastian with a very critical mistake allows Mysterio to keep his units alive for a little bit longer. Yo is the king of holds. I've said it before in my videos. I don't know anyone in this game who can hold as well as he can. He is even if Sebastian wins this game, which honestly the numbers kind of say he is, but never say never. Even if he does, Mysterio will have made him pay a pretty penny for this W. This was a very tough game. We're an hour and 4 minutes into it, and the Boyars are out. Fully upgraded, but not elite. They don't need to be. But slowly, surely, Mysterio's villager count is falling. He's only got 3 town centers left. This one is going to be in jeopardy. Where's that Treb that was here before? Is this it, or is that a new Treb? And finally, our Slav is getting hoardings. Welcome to the party at the hour and 5 minute mark. Look at the HP on that castle. Ridiculous. But all the HP in the world won't save you against an endless barrage of balls from the cannon. I mean, you really like Hera, huh? Mysterio is holding, but again, he needs more support for the hand cannoneers. As awesome as they are very slow to fire. And our Frank is now selling stone. What's happening here? Why is his castle under attack? Oh, there's a Treb here. He's got... Do they have Darujina now? No, they don't. There's actually 2 Trebs in here. You can't really see them. And the Halberdiers will be able to kill one of them. Ooh, if only these were Burmese Halberdiers with the extra 3 attack. And look at this. Mysterio is holding in the center even though he lost his town center. He's down to 2. Never mind. A 3rd is being built. But he is holding here in the center. Don't, no. These guys are microing like 5 things at once. It must be impossible to know exactly what the hell is going on. He's repairing the castle. The last thing you want to do with your very limited stone. Bombard cannon comes out. Needs 3 balls to kill the Treb. Only gets 1 off. Okay. Bit of a stalemate here. Hussars can easily raid that, but choose not to. Up until the moment Sebastian remembers to right-click on those villagers. And now the villagers are inside here. Okay, so Mysterio now is in a bit of trouble. He's lost control of the gold and the stone here. There is a Slavic castle that has finally managed to go up. Now he's also losing these villagers to that one big fat chunky boyar who keeps getting no kills. The Hussars keep stealing this guy's kills. So now Sebastian, if he attacks on multiple fronts, it's game over. Mysterio doesn't have the army composition to respond to multi-pronged attacks. You can't respond to 42 Hussars with your Halberdiers, even with 31. Maybe in a full frontal engage, yes. Like something like this, you definitely can. But if he starts side-swiping now with his Hussars on the left, on the right, especially if he starts mixing in Boyars, I don't know that Mysterio can hold here. Let's see it. Oh, his worker efficiency is shit, huh? Banter wants even more onagers, more scorpions, more heavy siege. Sebastian is at 200 population. Mysterio somehow has... Where are you guys going? Oh, you're going to the center. Mysterio has somehow clawed his way to 177 population. That's going to drastically fall now as he enters into a castle choke point with scorpions. I wonder if this is part of Sebastian's plan to just keep Mysterio stuck over here while he raids the hell out of his economy, because Mysterio actually is still at 120 villagers. This game is just absolutely bonkers. Let's see what happens here in the central battle. Oh my god, Mysterio's army just absolutely melts, but so does Sebastian's. One player's got hand cannoneers, one player's got heavy scorpions. And the Bombard gets all of the Scorpions. The castle's in jeopardy too. What is going on in this game? Mr. Yo's villager count is still 120, but he's slowly being dropped in supply. He's now at 157. He was at 177 a second ago. He is getting the stone. Let's see what he's doing around the map. A couple of clumps of halberdiers, not really doing much. This is a 7 or 8 army supply that can be useful, very useful in the center here. Halberdiers are chasing. I'm very shocked, by the way, that our Slav doesn't have Druzhina yet. Look at his gold count. Sebastian has 3,000 gold. There is nothing this man cannot afford right now. It's me bonkers. Banter, you're a Slav main? Kind of seems like you're gonna get your wish, to be honest, although the numbers are still very, very similar. Army counts are basically identical. Villager count is 15 apart. But look at the production tab for one player. 44 Hussars. Mr. Yo's got 7 units in the production tab. This is not going to end well for him. No matter how many fights he takes, his production queue is just not there. And now there's forward production from our Slav as well, who has abandoned all side attacks and is now just streaming units on the right and pushing in the center. Kind of the same area of attack. And Mr. Yo has 11 halberdiers chasing 1 hussar. Not exactly the most optimal use of his units. Yeah, the Slav's military-industrial complex is just way too powerful right now. Aaron, no, I'm just doing Mr. Yo versus Sebastian. I would have done the Doubt game as well, but it's literally been 3 hours. And I am... my battery's running low. And there's a big fat Slavic castle being dropped. He has 300 stone. Oh no. Now Mr. Yo's, yeah, this must be GG soon, no? Castle dropped in the center here. He's being pushed in on the right. Villagers are dying. Villagers are dying on the left. Center has been lost, even though somehow he's managed to scrap together enough stone for a castle. It must be those stone miners here. Maybe Mr. Yo is going gunpowder to try to abuse the Slavic weaknesses there. I would have loved to see some paladins out of him, but I mean, too little too late at the hour 16-minute mark. Yeah, we've been saying GG for the last half an hour. DoorDash some Tim Hortons. I would rather drink poison than drink Tim Hortons. Oh my god, another castle being dropped here on the left side. And now look at the army counts, double for our Slav. Mr. Yo struggling to maintain 100 villagers, although he is safe to the left. And he stopped the castle from going up. But his castle's in jeopardy. He's got 65 stone left, and oh my god, we're gonna get to see game number 7. Whew. I need like a minute to Chris. Tim Hortons is it's a Canadian chain of coffee houses that is just the quality has just been terrible for the last 10 years. He broke your Tim Hortons heart. Oh my god, Carlos, I really don't like Tim Hortons. The quality is just terrible. It is not good coffee. They've introduced pizza now. It's not good at all. Nothing they introduce is ever any good. They try to like keep up and be trendy, but let's take a look at the numbers here, because I, like everyone else, I thought it was GG half an hour ago. Look at the scores. 500 points apart. Literally 2% score difference. Mr. Yo 1143 kills to the 906, but look at the villager kill count. And look at the eco difference. We have to see this. How the hell did Mr. Yo hold on with a 62,000 eco deficit? Yeah, Tim Hortons has been crap for 15 years. Tim Horrible, exactly. Timbits are not what they used to be. They used to be a lot better, but look at the food difference. There's a combination of two things: the slab farming bonus and the fact that Mr. Yo barely rated his opponent and just left those farmers to work for over an hour and 18 minutes. Stone count very similar, gold count. Look at the relics gold for both players. Conversions hilarious, 2-1. Raisings 31-10. Wow. Our Slav just put on a clinic of aggression, multi-pronged, literally 3 arenas of war, left, center, and right. And Mr. O looked very nice for a little while there. He got his population up to 180. He secured the left side. Then he maybe got a little bit too cocky and started pushing out with a few halberdiers and bombard cannons. Maybe he should have saved those for the center push. Instead, he loses the center, and now there's a big fat Slavic castle right in his face. So I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to load the last game, because we know it's the last game because it's a best of 7. So bear with me. What an absolute beast of a game number 6. All right, game is loaded. Walgriff, thank you so much. Thank you for commenting. When we win crossbow, I bet he does regret that. Oh my god. Thanks, Edelweiss. Have a fantastic night. Grinning Tavern Gaming, nice to see you as well. Oh my goodness. Let's see game number 7. It's on Arena of all maps. Turks against Teutons. A classical fast imp civilization versus a classical tower push civilization. Let's see how it goes, and let's see if anyone has any resources that are very close to their gates. Yeah, Mr. Yo's got a bit of a forward-facing gold here. By the way, actually, both of them do. Look at the rush distance between these two bases. Non-existent, and look at how ugly. Ew, ew, ew. That is very ugly. I wanted a scimitar. Oh my goodness, Marco, thank you so much for the $7 super chat. Game 7 hype. Let's go. I shouldn't yell too loudly. I don't want to wake up my baby. Oh my god. Now I feel like a real asshole for yelling here, but oh, walls are being deleted. Demolition time at the back of the Teuton base. What do we think? Predictions here. Who's going to push into who? Marco, thank you so much, by the way, for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. I'm glad everyone enjoying. I'm glad we got to see game number 7. Some of the Viper series was a bit of a sweep. Not a bit of a sweep, it was a complete sweep. The only problem with going all the way to game number 7 is that I have absolutely no energy anymore to cast the Doubt series. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Let me catch up on the chat, by the way. As Sebastian starts pushing his deer. Doc, you like the Turks? Sebastian Stone is at the back, so Teutons are useless. Ooh, very good point. If the Teutons are going to push in here, the most he's going to lame is a bit of gold. And then Sebastian's going to rush up to Castle with the pile in the back with those 20% faster Turkish gold miners. Or if our Turk pushes in, you might want to push in through this side here where the stone is, although he has no way of knowing. Neither one of these players has any way of knowing where those resources are located for the other player. Needless You is very excited. Zeca Ribeiro says, go, go, Sebastian is the next Hera. Could be. Could be. Sebastian is an amazing player. There's a lot of these big up-and-coming top 10, top 20 players. I could get Dunkin' or Starbucks. Oh, man. Davey504 would be very happy with 2 basses. Not too sure what you mean, my name is. It is a very good Civ matchup, Grinning Tavern. Just because I'm curious to see who will be the first to move out, and right as I say that, Mr. Yo, he wants to end this. Oh, F you, Tony the Tiger. Janissaries in the Castle Age? Yeah. All right. What has Mr. Yo seen of his opponent's base? He hasn't seen very much. And so where will he place his tower push? Assuming it's a tower push. He's got 2 villagers on stone. Yeah, it's definitely a tower push. It's feudal immediately. Maybe brought a few too many villagers? Yeah, he can't even fit the last one. But I love that our Teuton brings 8 villagers. Probably needs 2 more. Teuton towers can fit 10 villagers. And I really hate it when players push in with a Teuton tower and they bring only 5 villagers. There's no point in that. Like, there's no point in putting 4 villagers in this tower. Ooh. Definitely a fast castle situation for our Turk here, who has 500 food, 170 gold. Chwatang, nice to see you. You are joining us in game number 7. Okay, the Teuton's in. The Teuton's in, and by the way, this is a very open base. Sebastian has made no attempt to wall this whatsoever. So Mr. Yo can put a tower wherever the hell he wants. Okay, moving very forward, decides to cancel, places another one. And now he's going to have 8 villagers to place inside this tower. It does manage to lame a little bit of the town center and the farm, by the way. Ooh, very dangerous here. Okay. Behind this, what is he adding in? A blacksmith. Market and a blacksmith for our Turk, who hit feudal a while ago, so I'm surprised he's just building it now, even though he's basically has the resources to go up another tower. Why all the way over here? Oh, he wants to lame the berries. So on a map like Arabia, this might actually work. I don't know if this is laming the berries. I thought he would continue to push into the town center, for example. Yeah, Mr. Yo wants to go to sleep. Mr. Yo wants all of us to go to sleep right now. And now Sebastian's en route to Castle Age. He's got a good amount of wood, and now he's starting to wall this in. Okay, another tower? Oh no, Mr. Yo doesn't have the stone for it. Why does he not have the stone? Look, if you're gonna tower push, might as well commit with the tower push and your economy behind it. Oh no, he doesn't have the stone because 25% of his workforce is just standing there holding his balls. His big rocky balls. He just notices it. Oh, that's so sour. How long was that one villager idle? That is so annoying when that shit happens. And now Sebastian is heading up to castle, almost there in a minute. Damn you, mill. Man, the mills are getting really really aggressed against here in this Warlords 3. Sebastian is getting squeezed. Catherine to the what's the quote I'm looking for about taking risks? Oh my god, I can't even remember. Something about those who take the risks reap the rewards or something. Or maybe they just lose. In any event, 8 villagers inside to the 5 of yours mean the Teuton Tower. This is, by the way, fantastic news for Sebastian. As long as he can keep Mr. Yo's 8 villagers in here, who the hell cares? Keep them in there all day. As long as they're not pushing in with even more towers. And there's that Turkish gold pile to the back. He doesn't care about the one being lame to the front. And there's the siege workshop as well. Does he have the wood and the gold for mangonels, for example? Yes, he does. You can't win the lotto if you don't buy a ticket. That's like the Wayne Gretzky quote, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Says Michael Scott, quoting Michael Jordan, quoting Wayne Gretzky. Oh, how annoying was it that villager? Oh my god, he's stuck again! Mr. Yo, Get your house in order. This is a quarter of your mining industry not working. Okay, Mangonel choosing to waste its first volley on the scout, of all things. Even though he's nice and safe here to the back. Ooh, he went after the villagers. Oh, he gets a villager. We're down to 7. 2 pop out. All of them pop out. That's it. He's abandoning ship. He does have enough stone for 1 more tower, but unfortunately, the Mangonel's already here. Not the greatest attack round out of our Turk. The second one misses as well. Sebastian having a bit of a tough time predicting where our Teuton is going to go. But in he comes. Spearman's out of position for a little while, but enough villagers. I love the 2 villagers repairing. Backup Mangonel being brought forward as well. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, risk me twice, win the... Oh, banter. I love that quote from Anchorman. I'm always good for an Office reference. I think I've seen that show front to back like 7 or 8 times. It's about time I watched it again. The ghoulie must be the boss's son. So Mysterio's tower push is not successful. He's ahead 6 villagers. Okay, he was ahead 6 villagers until that pancake happened. Oh, bam. 8 kills all. Oh, no, 7 of them are villagers. And look at this emergency wall off. Emergency wall off from our Teuton. But why is he walling off just this part? He doesn't know where his opponent's going to hit. Mysterio has an opportunity here. He still has 2 minutes before he's in Castle Age, but he's got 2 minutes before Sebastian hits him back. What is he doing back home? It's not like Sebastian went 3 town center eco boom behind this. He's still on 1 town center. He's only ahead 1 villager. The problem is Mysterio has to reorient his economy. And he's got to get his villagers mining properly. Why is he going so heavy on the stone? Does he want to put up his own castle? Chris, not a fan of The Office. He did tank his economy, but he still has an opportunity. He's not down that many villagers. Tiger gets taken down. And he also has rear-facing gold, kind of central stone, but the stone's already been mined out. And by the time Sebastian pushes out, even if he does push out, which with 2 Mangonels and a Spearman, not exactly the scariest of push-outs, Mysterio's going to be in Castle Age. Sebastian, though, is going to hit with a castle of his own, probably. The question is where? Garv, thank you so much. Hey, how you doing lately? I've shifted to no internet zone. Once a week I get internet. When I do, I download videos and watch it later. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat, and I'm glad I could provide some entertainment when you're without internet. I used to do that too when I used to travel. I would download things and then watch them on the plane, for example, without internet. Brian, nice to see you. You have to apologize for nothing. And see, like, Mr. Yoa is not in a terrible situation right now. Sebastian is not being super duper aggressive. This castle doesn't lame anything but a barracks. And Mysterio's in Castle Age doesn't need the barracks. Unfortunately for him, without husbandry, his knights are slow as shit. Mysterio, enough with the stone. Enough with the stone already. You don't need more stone right now. Monastery to the back. He wants to convert some of this siege. His castle's gonna go up. Let's go. Let's see if the King of Holds can hold here. Sebastian is probably attacking the worst spot he could because there's a secondary wall off. Might want to attack over here if, or maybe even just over here. He's placing an outpost. He wants to see what he's going up against. He's going up against a siege workshop in a monastery. Is Mysterio going to go fast Imperial to get a Treb out? He does not have the economy for that. Enough with the stone. Another stone miner doing nothing. How many of these stone miners did Mr. Yo have to put up with? Ryan firmly Team Sebastian. It's definitely going to be tough for Mr. Yo, but it's not impossible. Not impossible at all. Janissaries are fantastic in some cases, not in all cases, but there's a petard here. And he busts his way in, at least to the primary. I love this tower. For like a second. Until these mangonels show up and destroy it. But the Janissaries, they are so slow to fire. And their accuracy is 50%. So if Mr. Yo, 500 food, 500 gold, where is his stable? Why am I having such a hard time finding his stable? Anybody? Where did he get that knight? Oh my god, it's right underneath my very nose. Can you imagine a couple of knights popping out of here right now? And destroying these mangonels? They really are stoned miners. But I'm ching. Good one to go. It is a very good sip for him to recover. Those cheaper farms are going to help him significantly. That's why he only has 8 villagers on wood. He doesn't really need very many more. He doesn't need any villagers on stone either, to be honest. But look at Sebastian. Our Turk is going up to Imperial. Mr. Yo is so close. Buy the food. Sell your stone. Sell your wood. Do everything. Go up to Imperial. Oh, and Sebastian's clicked in. 3 minutes away. Doc, thank you so much for joining, commenting, being an awesome fan and supporter. And best of luck dealing with your mechanics if they're as shady as the ones here in Canada. Sebastian is the first to Imperial. Mr. Yo has clicked up, though. He has clicked up. Now get back to binding stone, because you know you're going to have to defend your castle against Trebs. Why are you building wall houses? House walls, rather. Why not stone walls? So is the situation bad here for Mr. Yo? Or is it really bad? I think it's just a little bit bad. He's even in a good position to mine his primary gold. He's got 19 villagers on gold to the 15 of the Turks. But remember, the 15 of the Turks are the same as 18 generic villagers mining gold. His tower's going to fall, but it's going to take... No, 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 no. Kill the Janissaries. Kill the Janissaries. Yes, finally. Go after the Janissaries. Oh, but the villagers go out. What a missed opportunity for Mr. Yo. And he's been breached. Emergency tower going up. This time, definitely have to go after the Janissaries. Oh, oh, oh. Sebastian doesn't know that he doesn't have redemption, so he's got to back away here. Siege Workshop in the forward position. This is starting to look real bad for Mr. Yo, though. The longer your opponent stays out on the map and takes resources, the worse it is for you. But, like we saw last game, if anyone can hold against what seems to be crazy odds, it is Mr. Yo, who is 30 seconds from Imperial. Sebastian, where's your Treb? There it is. No. What? Why did he GG? Why the hell did he GG? Look at the score difference, 1,000 points, but really? Was it really that big of a difference? Mr. Yo was seconds away from Imperial Age. He has the same villager count. I mean, not much you can do about this army. What? What an absolute comeback from Sebastian, indeed. 3 games, he comes back from a 3-1 deficit. Did Mr. Yo need to GG here? 2 monasteries? 1,000 gold in the bank? No way. This is not how I expected Game 7 to end after Game 6. Did you? You would GG as well? Yeah, your mom. I can see him severely underestimating him. He lost to him. He has no army, but he has 2 monasteries. At least start producing some monks. They have 9 range, which outranges both of these 7 range units. Remember, the Janissary got nerfed a little while ago, so it has 7 range. You're in firm control of this gold pile. You've almost mined out this. You're not in that bad of a situation where your opponent has total map control. You still have gold off to the side. I don't think he really needed to GG here. My name is, you think he needed to GG? Okay. A knight push, a monk push, some kind of pushback. And by the way, enough wood for a Treb even once he hit... How far away from Imperial? Literally 21 seconds away from Imperial. I don't get it. It is hard. Yeah, his production building, the stable is over here. He's going to get pushed into with a Treb, which is probably going to be placed back here, nice and safe. Okay, it is what it is. Do I agree with the GG? No. Do I understand it? Yes. Once the game ends, yeah, the resources do go back. Timothy, this series was absolutely nuts. 9 Janissaries to basically no army whatsoever. The economy is not that dissimilar. Our Turk did collect 4 relics, so gold mining bonus and 4 relics equal GG, I guess. 14, the kill count is so small. 14 to 4. 5 military kills to 4 military kills. That one tower here, or wherever it was here, should have been targeting the Janissaries. Without the Janissary support, even scouts can come out and attack this this pair of mangonels. Yeah. No, I understand why he GG'd. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, 3.5 hours later, Mr. Yo loses in a crazy, crazy series 4-3. And I want to thank everybody. He needs to be Mr. Hold, not Mr. Throw. Exactly. He tried to finish it early with that tower push. The tower push wasn't the greatest in the world. Where was it? The first tower was here, then here, then here, then here. And then that one stone miner. A quarter of his workforce was just not dropping off stone for who knows how long. Every time we looked, there was a villager not working. That was very sour. Ooh, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all your compliments. I really do appreciate the super chats. Everyone who commented, and hopefully I'll be back at this tomorrow evening. But for now, Sebastian's like 21 years old, though, so he might be the next Hera. Carlos, thank you for the super chat. We definitely are all going to sleep right now, except Shuetang, whose day is just starting. For all of us here, I guess on the western portion of the world where it's 11:30 p.m. are definitely all going to sleep. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sticking around for as long as everyone did. And I think that's going to be it for us for tonight. Fantastic, fantastic series, Mr. Yo Sebastian. And hopefully more fun games and hopefully more fun conspiracy theories about the Titanic, central banking, and Super Mario. Ooh, hello from Milwaukee. Cool. Thank you so much. Everyone, have a fantastic night. And hopefully see you tomorrow night for another, hopefully, fantastic series as the round of 16, I think, might be over. Or maybe it's not over. Maybe there's another day. I don't know exactly. But I am way too exhausted to look it up right now. So I will bid everyone adieu, a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining.